Hello? Oh my god, it's a streamer who streams once every 3 months? What are you talking about? Even on YouTube, I upload videos at higher frequency than once every 3 months. What do you... This is slander, and I won't tolerate it. I gotta... Hold on. I gotta pull up something to play in the background. Yeah, this will work. Okay. You haven't streamed since 3 weeks? What? And yesterday's team was at the time I was what are you talking about? 3 weeks? Streamed April 29th, streamed April 24th, streamed April 17th, streamed April 12th, streamed April 11th, streamed April 10th, streamed April 6th. What? 3 weeks? I've had 6 streams in the past 3 weeks. Besides this one. This is bullshit. Hello. Hi. Hello. It's me. Hi. Hold on. I'm going to real quick. Just because I have this set up for today. Zoom. Okay. We got Zoom. Hello. It's Seth the Skinwalker. What did I do? What? Is it something that I said? Did I say something bad? What is it? What's the problem? Yes? What'd I say? I need to know now. I feel like I'm being attacked for no reason. I feel like I'm being misidentified. Shaheen's top 5. Oh, the tier list. I mean, yeah, we could talk about that before the patch notes. Yeah, so, I put my updated tier list into Discord. Now that Evo has happened and balance actually matters. So, this is my tier list. Yeah, Shaheen's top 5. I've been saying Shaheen's top 5 for... I mean, really since the game came out, I think, around when the game came out. I've been saying Shaheen's top 5. Shaheen is crazy. His neutral tools are really good. His counter hit tools are really good. His heat engages are really good and consistent. His heat gimmicks are really strong. He has the ability to delete gray health, which is absurd. Yeah, he's top 5. People insulting me when I dropped your tier list and other servers acting like it was mine. Because of you, I was a victim of being bullied. Okay, listen. No, it's not my fault. If you go to school and you're like, hey guys, look at my comic book, do you blame Stan Lee for getting bullied because he made it? No. And if you do, then you deserve to get bullied. Calm down, Seth. Calm down. Yeah. So I don't think the list changed too much. If I go back to, I have 2 lists here. So this is my month 1 tier list, and my month 1 tier list, isn't that accurate to what I was thinking because I wanted to have more tiers to divide the characters up a little bit more, but like some characters that are like in C tier really should have been in B tier, and some characters in like there should have been less tiers. There should have been less tiers. So this is my month 1. This is my current tier list. Top 5 hasn't changed at all. In top 10, Steve got bumped down because of Eddie. King got bumped down for... yeah, it was Devil Jim. And really the thing was with top 10 when I made this list initially is I had... I think 3 other characters that I was considering top 10. Devil Jin was one of them. I know Laws was one of them. I think Lee was one of them too. I decided to put Devil Jin in top 10. I don't know why. It honestly could be just 4 characters. I don't know. That's just how I was feeling that day. I'm playing Lee in Tekken 7 right now. The superior game. Yeah, and then I think everything else has largely not changed. I just consolidated the tiers so that there's one less tier, but not much is different. I bumped Law up 1, but that I think came from evening out the tiers a little bit. Is there anything else that I really did? Oh yeah, Zafina got bumped from low to mid tier because of the buff to her Zazzle moves. I think that was one of the biggest things that was keeping her down, was the fact that she had to rely on Zazzle moves, but they cost so much health they weren't worth using, and it just all felt very weird. She still has problems, but I don't think she's that bad. I know people say Reina is top tier, I just don't see it. I still think Nina fucking sucks. I don't care what people say about Nina. Her heat engages aren't that strong or that plentiful, so she can't do them as consistently. She doesn't do anything that other characters in this game can't do. Her heat gimmick kinda sucks. The only thing that's particularly good is that she can do, with heat anyways, that she can do her armor move off of it. But it's still punishable, so it's not like you can just rely on it for a poke. So I think Zafia not having any pickup from her Azazel Hell Sweep that crumple stuns for a long time is crazy. There are a lot of things with Zafina that are like that just don't really make sense. Not having. You wrote not having, though. There are a lot of moves that Zafina has, especially in stances where you'll have one move that's objectively better than 2 other moves. She's a really... I don't understand some of the design decisions they made with her. But it seems like they're trying to fix it. Yeah, but when you said, right, you said you only said having, you can't read. I'm sorry that I'm reading and saying it out loud and not everything that I'm reading gets picked up in my voice. I apologize, I guess. What else in this list? Oh yeah, Lily's still like mid-tier. I think Lily's good. I think Lily's on the upper end of mid-tier, and you can make an argument for her being in high tier, but there's so many characters that are so good, it's hard to really fit her in there. I think that she's not better than any of the characters that are up here. Lee's not this bad. No, that's why he's in high tier. That's not bad at all. No, Lee's really strong in this game. Ow. Oh, my tooth. I mean, I had him up there in here as well. I have him in A tier in the month 1 tier list too. Oh yeah, I actually bumped Elisa down. I bumped Elisa down because, yeah, this is actually a really important one. I had her in A tier and then I bumped her down the mid. I originally put her in B tier and I thought about it and I thought, I'll put her in A tier because she is kind of bullshit. But the thing is, she actually isn't. She doesn't, like, she's annoying to fight and I agree with that. But she doesn't do anything that's unfair. That's the problem. Her heat engages are bad. There's some of the worst in the game, if not the worst heat engages in the game, because like half of them don't even put her in DES, so they don't facilitate her gimmick, which means she has to win neutral while in heat on a timer to be able to utilize it at all, which is weird. And then her gimmick just sucks, and her heat engages are unreliable, and they're all very punishable. But the justification I had for that before was that our neutral tools were good. Stuff like down 4, 1+2 is just insane. Down 4, 1, 13 frame counter hit that's basically a full launcher with the damage you get is crazy. But a lot of characters have things that just put you into force 50-50 in the force 50-50 situations. Like we saw at Evo with Lily. She does like Feisty Rabbit, and then she does 2 or 3, and then you just forced into a 50-50 where if she does the mid, even if you block correctly, then you put into another 50-50 situation, which can go into another 50-50 situation. And Elise doesn't have stuff like that. You know, she doesn't have situations where she's just able to drain your health on block for free. I know you're gonna say, oh, DES, it's not that good. The chip damage she gets from DES isn't that good, and it requires her to go into DES, and she gets it for a limited time, because if you jab her out of it, then she loses it, and on and on and on. But other characters can just do what Elisa does, but without being in a stance. And she doesn't have those kind of tools that facilitate unfair 50-50 in the 50-50 aggressive situations. So she's just too honest. So that's why I bumped her down the mid. Elisa is the most boosted character in the game. What do you mean by that? Kazuya is also the worst heat engager in the game. He has forward too. And Law down there is also crazy. He's in high tier. What do you mean Law down there is crazy? What do you want him to be in top 0? Like, what do you want me to do? He has down forward 1, 2. Who cares? He still has forward too. Elisa doesn't have anything. Elisa has a 13 frame punish that's a reactable high that you can duck and launch punish. She has 1+2, which is way too slow and doesn't have enough range. She has DES forward 2 on 1+2, which puts her out of DES, which makes her heat useless. She has up forward 2, which is good, but makes her minus in the DES, which means that she can't crouch or sidestep afterwards, and it forces her into DES, so it kind of forces her to eat a mix-up on block, so even though it's -2, it's actually kind of bad. And by kind of bad, I mean really bad on block. Like, it's not like actually -2, it's more like -9, with no pushback in a practical sense. And that's it. She doesn't have a heat engager, I don't think. I think that's all for heat engagers. I might be missing one. I feel like I am missing one. But that's it. And Kazuya has forward too, so I don't care if Kazuya has a bad heat engager or not. He still has good ones. You know, Dragunov actually has the worst heat engages in the game because he has that stupid snake edge grab mix-up that you can just option select. That's the worst one. At least Kazuya's down 4, 1, 2 has practical applications on counter hit and on grounded opponents. Dragunov doing house or snake edge grab mix-up against someone who's halfway competent is just going to option select it every time. It's not good. It's unusable. Law's top 10. No. No, I disagree. I think Law's top 15, but not top 10. I think top 10 spots you're gonna go to Deviljin, Laws, King, Lee. Yeah, I think those characters. 2 Laws in top 6. I don't care about tournament presence. What the characters you're going to see in tournament in top 6 are going to be the easy, consistent characters. Okay, Law is easy and consistent. That's why you see him more. That's going to it's going to be better for you to play a high tier character that's easy and consistent than like Yoshimitsu. You know, a character that's hard, or Xiao Yu, right? Like Xiao Yu's universally agreed to be top 10. A lot of people say top 5, but where was she? It's because she's hard and complicated. You can't just pick her up and play her. Characters being present in top 8 of a major tournament or top 6 or whatever it is irrelevant. Because then by that logic, Bears would have been top tier in Tekken 7 and Lily is top 5 in this game. It's not... It doesn't mean anything. Besides, as long as you got a game... like, here's the other thing about it, too. If you have a game where every character is viable, then you should expect to be able to see most characters in tournament. You'll see some less than others. Like, for example, you'd see Kazuya less because he's just not consistent enough in tournament. And the only way a Mishima is going to be consistent in tournament is if they're like a top 10 character. So if you have a Mishima play, like a Kazuya player, then they're going to probably play whoever the strongest Mishima is, or they're just going to play someone like Dragunov, right? So some exceptions, but if you have a really strong Kazuya play, you can still expect to see a Kazuya in top 8. It just doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. But anyway, that is my list. That's my list. It's up here. Okay, so I'm gonna get this out of the way real quick. And then I'm going to scooch myself over this way because check this out. Haha! We got this set up. I didn't adjust like the scaling of it. There we go. That should be readable. Let me turn this on. Ah. Ugh. Okay. I didn't know you didn't read the patch notes. Looks like I spoiled you with the Brian picture. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So, let me start here with the intro real quick. So, actually, let me scroll down so the patch notes are on the screen here. There we go. Okay, so patch notes are here. I have not read them. I have been spoiled on Brian in my Discord. I'll still read them anyway, but I have not read the patch notes. I've generally heard good things about it. I will try my damnedest to edit this video down for everyone on YouTube, but no promises because this is going to take 20 years to edit because I just briefly went through how long the patch notes are, and it's gonna take me a while. So I'll do my best to cut out all of the irrelevant bits, but this is gonna be a lot. Okay. Ivy J goes, what's up, Seth? I was watching your Evo VOD. Oh no. How bad was it? I was so tired. I just remember shitting on the game the entire time. I do need to upload that to YouTube though. I'm gonna start here real quick. So update time, May 7th at 9 PST. You always sharing the game the entire time. I mean, that is true. That is actually just, yeah. Maintenance is okay. So maintenance. Okay, so we will be streaming. Actually, this is on my brother's birthday. Ugh. That's gonna be. Fingers crossed. I'll find some time to stream. Every 10 seconds, this game fucking sucks. Oh god. Dude, I was going back through the Lydia reaction to edit it, and the amount of times I said fuck just because I was tired and I was using it as a filler would make me go, oh my god. Amount of times I wait, fuck this game, or this game fucking sucks, or why the fuck did they do this, or god. Birthday cake or balance Tekken 8? We'll see how the balancing is, okay? New items added to the Tekken shop. Wowie. Okay, you can only read some of this, but it's fine. I can read it out loud to you. New costume packs, Ninja Pack and Shinobi Pack. Wow. Legacy costume for Lily will be available. This could be one of two things, and if it's Lily's default Tekken 6 legacy costume, then they're going to make so much money from that. Okay. Optimization of packet transmission and reception, as well as rollback processing during online matches. Great. Great stuff. I hope it actually means something. Improvement of the logic for detecting processing delay. Yeah. Who cares? Parameter for each item in play stats has been improved for better clarity. Oh my god, they're letting us read the Enigma code now. That's crazy. Wow. Improvement made to my replay and tips allowing players to skip entrances and victory animations. Thank god. Optimized loading times. Fixed an issue in character customization, where it was possible to customize both Kijin Face Guard and Surgical Mask for Reina simultaneously. Why not just keep it? Fix the bug in character customization where the skin color of the upper body was not as intended. Okay. Other miscellaneous improvements. Alright. So now we get on to the real patch notes. Default Tekken 5 DR Lily, maybe? I guess that could be it too, yeah. Do they have the... Yeah, no, that is the same as the Tekken 6 one. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah. I moves. No, I need to be a skate boss to not throw teching. This is a integral part of the game. What makes the game good? Ah! I'm going crazy. Anyway, excuse me. All right, so regarding battle balance adjustments, direction, and future updates. Dear God, am I? Okay, I'm ready to read this. I was just about to say, Seth, you idiot, they're both the same. Can I be honest with you? I never played Tekken 5 DR. I only played Tekken 5. So I don't remember what Lily wears in Tekken 5 DR, okay? Alright. In the scheduled release of version 1.04 on May 8th, and in the planned release of version 1.05 in June, gradual balance adjustments will be made to address the following issues. 1. Characters who are not able to fully exhibit the unique characteristics and strengths unique to Tekken 8. Good. Good, because there's some characters like Asuka that can't do that because I don't know what they were thinking when they designed some of these characters, but they just can't. 2. Characters with disproportionately strong moves or high combo damage. Good. 3. Situations where one player dominates the attack make it difficult to utilize defensive techniques effectively. I didn't think they were going to do it. Thank God. I didn't think that they were going to be able to do this. I genuinely didn't. I'm going to... Hold on, I'm going to zoom in here a little bit more. Is that even doing anything? Zooming out seems to be doing more. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I don't need to talk about this too much, but this is the problem I keep bringing up with Tekken is that you can't, there's no counterplay to a lot of things. You get punished for having correct defensive play and reads, and there are a lot of times where you're forced in a situation to block and then it just leads into a not 50-50 into a not 50-50, so you can't effectively counterplay a lot of situations in this game, which I keep saying is just a sign of bad game design and is the primary thing that they need to focus on fixing. And that's going to be in, I guess, either this patch or next patch or both. Those 3 issues make it seem like they understand the flaws of the game. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point. The fact that these are the things they're addressing, which are genuinely the primary issues with the game, means that they are going to actually address the problems. They're not going to focus on the, oh, it needs to be an esport thing. Oh, we need to look good for spectators. They're going to try to actually make the game function and play well while keeping like what the game is trying to be intact, which is good, right? Because this game, I've always said this. Even though I say this game sucks, this game has a great foundation. It has a lot of potential, but it has a lot of problems with stuff like what they're talking about up here. So the fact that they're fixing that is really good. I'm really, really happy about that. Now, of course, we'll see what they actually change in this patch and the next patch, because there have been times where they've said that they were going to plan to do something and then ended up not doing anything at all. But either way, it shows that their head's in the right place. They're not like, oh, let's just buff characters to make... Okay, I'm going on a bit of a rant here, but I'm going to say another piece. One other thing that I've said is that characters shouldn't be getting buffed to the same levels as, like, the top 10 characters. Because the top 10 characters are top 10 because they're unfair, they're unfun to play against, and they're overbearing. And they just overall feel like they're not well designed, right? A lot of things are unintentional, a lot of things don't have good counterplay, a lot of things put you into multiple 50-50 situations that you just can't deal with. It's not fun. But characters at like the mid-tier level, those characters are fine. Like mid and low tier characters in Tekken 8 are pretty good in terms of their balancing and in terms of their design, for the most part. So, again, them not doing that and instead saying we're going to nerf is good. I know it's a controversial opinion, saying nerfing is better than buffing, but yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm really happy with this. It means Moscow tag might be gone soon. I don't even know what that means. Everybody's saying that. Yeah, it's true. That's surprising because most people say the opposite. Well, most of the time people say the opposite, rather. Okay, let's keep going. In version 1.04, adjustments will be made focusing on strengthening characters falling under category 1 mentioned above. Okay, while prioritizing the suppression of the move performance of characters falling under category 2. For characters with no adjustments in version 1.04, such as Victor, Lily, King, Paul, Yoshimitsu, we're safe! We're safe! Adjustments are also underway for the move performance in preparation for version 1.05. Okay, so this patch is focused on buffing and nerfing, and then the next patch is going to be focused on the system. There's another point here. In version 1.05, adjustments are planned to alleviate category 3 and enhance the value of player defensive techniques by incorporating lateral movement strategies and adjustments to battle systems, such as throws, heat dash, heat burst, etc. I couldn't have asked for more. This is the rare time I'm going to say, and hopefully it's not going to be rare in the future, but as it's been so far, this is one of the rare times I'm going to say, good job, Bandai Namco. You can't even see my mouse on the thing. Why can't you see my mouse on the thing? Oh, there it is. That was weird. No, this is perfect. Well, we'll see what the actual patch notes entail and what they've changed and if the changes make sense, but just based on this idea of what they want to fix, this is great. This is exactly what I wanted. This is exactly what I asked for. And also Yoshimitsu isn't getting nerfed, so that's at least if I'm reading this correctly, so that's good. Okay. The tech will cause you can end every combo with forward 4 into 50-50 between Steel Pedal or Hell Sweep. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so you... Okay. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it would make sense if they changed the... Like, the back input when you wake up. Back to how it was in Tekken 7. No more tracking throws, Harada, please. Homing throws belong in Soul Calibur. I agree with you 100%. Homing throws in Tekken don't make sense. They do in Soul Calibur, but they don't in Tekken. Okay, special style, who cares? Move list. Certain text icons and other elements in the move list have been modified. Some moves have special defensive attribute. Okay, who cares? Super slow-mo, who cares? Rage Art, alright. The Power Crush property before an attack activation has been adjusted so that there is no hit stop when the opponent's attack is intercepted, alleviating the occurrence of whiffing against certain attacks. As a result of this change, there may be instances of whiffing when intercepting certain jump attacks, which will be addressed in the next update. Fix an issue in specific situations, visual effects were triggered. Despite the attack being stopped, fixed an issue where the behavior of Rage Art cinematic scenes for certain characters differed from normal behavior in certain situations. Okay, sure. I guess. Whatever. Doesn't really mean anything. A new player's even using special style? I saw some people using special styles against Jim Mashima. The greatest Tekken player that you've ever seen. Heat Burst. The pushback collision detection of the opponent upon aerial hit has been extended upwards, making it more difficult to jump over the opponent. Okay. Unnatural looking animation. Okay. Instances where positioning became strained. Okay. Heat Smash. Issue of positioning became... Okay. Heat Dash. Detection for opponent when both Heat Burst and Heat Dash are used in the same aerial combo has been extended upwards. Oh, okay, it's jumping. I got baited. Health Gauge. Implement changes to enhance visibility of the icon indicating the power-up state. What is the power-up state? Modify the behavior of the health gauge to play an animation while all damage taken is recoverable for bad clarity of the situation. Sure. What is a power-up state? Is that when you're in rage? Descendants of consciousness. To make it easier to identify a position near the wall, we've improved the effects on objects that indicate being near a wall. Good. The issue where the stage objects were appearing in front of characters in specific situations has been alleviated. Okay. You'll be so happy when you read June. I don't have an opinion on June, so we'll see about that. Stage breakables. In Tekken 8, when activating heat by landing a heat engager, recoverable health is replenished while the character runs to the opponent. However, when activating the stage gimmick by landing a heat engager, the motion of approaching the opponent did not occur, resulting in no recoverable health being replenished. I never noticed that, but that's kind of funny. Waking up from a down state in version 1.03.01, implement change where gimmicks don't activate in down state. We've made a fix issue where specific wake up actions where character specific moves were performed in a down state, such as Elisa's while down facing up 1+2 were treated as if the character was still down, causing stage gimmick to not activate. Oh, so Elisa got nerfed, huh? I'm kidding. Wall stuff. Expand the collision detection. Make it hard to jump over. Okay. I can still not pronounce your name. Tesseract. I still don't think I got it. An icon they put onto the health bar to indicate installs could get hidden by health bar customization. Oh! That makes so much more sense. I never noticed because I didn't have that. That's so silly. Okay. Well, that's cool. Alright, throws. Increase the input window for throw escapes when it throws the counter from 10 frames to 14 frames. Wow. Huh. Add sound effects when throws counted to make the situation clear. Fix an issue. Certain throws do not replenish collectible health when hitting. Bad patch wording. The powered up state. There's actually a bit to unpack here. Counter hit throws actually get nerfed here a lot harder than you might think. Because 14 frames. So, back it up a little bit. Throw breaks before Tekken 7 were 15. They changed it to 20 in Tekken 7. So 14 frames is 1 frame less than how it has been in every Tekken game besides Tekken 7 and Tekken 8. And you and I both know that you could still consistently break throws before Tekken 7. So a lot of people are out of practice of breaking throws in 15 frames because of Tekken 7, myself included. But I can tell you, based on like when Falkenram's throw was bugged, that I can at least still react to 15 frame throw breaks. So this is going to be similar. I forgot about this until this moment. But this is going to be similar to, you remember Victor? Remember when Victor's throw was bugged? Victor's throw, I think, was 15 frame throw break. So this is essentially that. Which means that counter hit throws might actually be reactable now. So that's going to be weird. I don't know what to make of this. Why did they do this instead of just making it so you could sidestep throws? I don't understand. This is a weird change. Because the point of counter hit throws is supposed to be that, well, they're essentially guaranteed on counter hit. You can still break them if you have a read, but that's supposed to be it. That's the intention. But if you make it 14 frames, then that's reactable. So I don't get it. This is a weird change. I don't know what to make of this. I've gotten to a point where I can react to throws, but I cannot see the hands. I don't think I ever will, and I don't know how people do it. See, a lot of people say that's how you should break throws. Just do it instinctively and not actually see the hands, but I'm the opposite. That's why I can't break throws on player 2 side, because I react to the hands. I don't do it with muscle memory most of the time. I remember the Victor throw breaking it being average for me. Yeah, me too. It's definitely harder online, for sure. But it was like the Victor throws were fine. They weren't impossible to break. So that's just how counter hit throws are going to be now. So I don't know. It's a weird change. At the same time though, because of how Tekken 8 system works and how much more mental stack there is, maybe it is still going to be harder to break throws even at 14 frames than it is in previous Tekken games, just because of that. Because there's more that you have to pay attention to and deal with. And there's more stuff going on the screen. There's more effects and such, so I don't know. It's weird. And then it is 1 frame quicker than it was before, so it is harder. So I don't know. I think if it was 13 frames, then it would be fine. It would make sense. 14 frames is weird. 15 wouldn't make any sense. 14 frames, I can see what they're going for. I think 13 frames would have made more sense. But okay. The one thing I will say about this is that one of the problems with counter hit throws, the break window being so fast, is even when you knew that a throw was coming, when you hit a button or you tried input buffering a like 1+2 break into your attack, like a chicken buffer, sometimes because the break window is so small, you still wouldn't be able to break the throw, even when you had the read. So maybe that's what they're trying to address. It's still weird though. You watch ACL's gameplay video and just goes 0-2 break and he gets thrown and it's nuts. Yeah. Those are just really strong. I just guess it if I'm wrong now. What grab my opponent prefers to use, I'm always going to press that button to break the specific throw whenever he grabs me. And honestly, it's a good strategy because most of the time that is what people will do. Okay, moving on from that, wall splat specific throws. In version 1.02, there was a correction made to prevent certain wall splat specific throws from connecting after wall break. However, it was found that these throws were connecting on opponents performing side ukemi. Therefore, adjustments were made to fix the issue. Okay, I don't even know what that's referring to, but sure. Low throws. The condition for successful throws has been relaxed, allowing throws to activate when hitting slight from the side. Okay. Character unique throws. For aerial combo capable throws, considering their damage, we've standardized the attack stop to 14 frames across the board. Thank you! This is one of those, this is an example of something that I've been saying with the change to the throw system and a lot of systems in Tekken 8, where it feels like they've made this change. They've changed how the core idea of throws work and how you're supposed to utilize them in your gameplay, but then not actually change the throw system to compensate for that. So you have situations just like this, where you have characters that have disproportionately strong throws on counter hit because they're just full launchers. And there are still other problems with it too. Like, for example, Yoshi's 1+2 throw and 2+4 throw both floor break, which is ridiculously strong. And some characters just don't have that. And then the frame advantage on break, when you consider the strength of having a throw over floor break, is disproportional, because like Yoshimitsu's 1+2 throw is 0 on break, but then Elisa's 1+2 throw is -6 and doesn't do anything. So it's there's still some problems, but this is a great change. This is them addressing that, yeah, this doesn't make sense, this is a problem, and fixing it. So that's good. That's good. That's really good. I'm really happy to see that. And this also has another effect as well. So the other thing you have to consider is the total time for a throw to come out on counter hit. Because the amount of time you have to throw break has been extended by 4 frames. And I believe that launching throws are normally 12 frames, right? So that's a total of 6 more frames that you have for these throws to be able to break them on counter hit, which is very significant. And then also having them be 14 frames means there are less situations where you can utilize them as counter hit throws. So overall, really good change. Really, really good change. While running the stomp, change to prevent triggering a floor break. Okay. Strong aerial tailspin. Adjusted to increase knockback distance of strong aerial tailspin when used 3 or more times in the same aerial combo. Oh boy, we got air control now in Tekken. Adjustments were made to address situations where highly repetitive aerial combos with looping patterns were possible. I think Elisa actually has a combo that's like this. But okay, I love coffee. We'll get there. Strong aerial spike. When performing a strong... misread. When performing an strong aerial strike against an opponent from behind and the opponent does a backwards ukemi, timing the opponent can block during ukemi may quicker by 3 frames. Okay, so I'm assuming that this is to adjust something like after some throws and some combos and such that make you back turn. Well, actually, this is after an aerial spike. So it's not after a throw. Interesting. There aren't too many situations where this would apply then. I'm assuming that the intention is to stop some guaranteed follow-ups after a back turn combo. Like, you know, Yoshimitsu does his back turn combo. He does up forward 1 and then down forward 1 plus 4. And if you wake up, then you get launched. Maybe this is to adjust stuff like that, but I can't see many situations where the 3 frames would really do anything. I know the 3 frames are going to make it more consistent for Yoshimitsu to actually launch the opponent if they wake up after that, because if the opponent immediately wakes up, oh, I'm sorry, if you immediately do like the motion input for down forward 1 after doing that back turn combo of Yoshi and the opponent immediately wakes up, then it won't launch them, it will just hit them. But if you delay it a little bit, then it will launch them. So it'll actually make stuff like that more consistent. So I don't know. All right, core circle forward, core circle back. In Tekken 8, for command techniques using core circle back and core circle forward, once the directional input is complete within the specified time, the move could be executed regardless of the subsequent directional input. However, due to frequent unintended activations caused by this mechanism, it has been modified to only accept the final direction input specified for the move command. I gotta read that again. Once the directional input is complete within the specified time, the move could be executed regardless of the subsequent directional input. However, due to frequent unintended activations caused by this mechanism... Oh, okay. The funny thing is, I actually have this happen more often with DP motion than core circle forward motion with Yoshi. But okay. Okay, so they fixed Yoshimitsu's core circle forward 1 and core circle forward 2, which is the throw, but they didn't fix his sword sweep from crouch. Great. So his sword sweep from crouch is still a just frame. Good. I won't put half the Tekken characters in the past tense. What does that even mean? All right, on to Elisa. She has 4 changes. I also have a little list here that I'll be updating as we go. That'll show at the end just to put my final thoughts on the balancing into like a graph. Okay, Elisa, down forward 1. The phenomenon where the opponent could crouch to evade subsequent high attacks after being hit by down forward 1 unnaturally quickly has been corrected. Good. You could One weird thing that you could do here is on hit, when Elisa hit you with down forward 1, you could input Rage Art. And the Rage Art would actually crouch under the down forward 1 faster than if you just crouched. It was really weird. Down back 2-2. Damage output for the input was consistent, was inconsistent, so damage has been changed. Okay, who cares? Rocket Punchy! The issue where position of relationship became strange when being attacked by opponent during attack animation has been fixed. Okay, who cares? While Rising 4, hitbox has been expanded to mitigate whiffing for certain moves. God, you have no idea, if you're not an Elisa player, how unreliable WoW Rising 4 is as a punish. Like, you can't punish these down back 3 with Elisa. I'm not kidding. Oh god, this is cut off. I just realized. Hold on. I gotta fix this. It's because I did the whole zoom in and zoom out. Sorry, hold on. Let me window capture. Professional streamer, by the way. Hold on. Oh, you know what I could do? Wait, this is a great idea. Let me do... Oh, yeah. That's so much better. There you go. Look at that. Now that is a patch note right there. Yeah. Keep it up here. Move myself over here. I wish I could make it more square, but... That'll do. That's so much better. Look at that. Yeah, that's much easier to read. Okay. You can't punish Brian down 4 and down 3 with Elisa and Shaheen. I think I've had an instance where I haven't been able to punish, like, Hatchet Kick with WoW Rising 4 either. Not that that really matters, but still. It's just so inconsistent as a punish. So this is great. That's actually a huge buff. I mean, it is a behavior change, so it's not really a buff. But it does help Elisa a lot. I think I'm going to put it as not really changed, but that because this was clearly an unintentional thing. Her WoW Rising 4 just not working, but either way. Okay, Asuka. They have balanced direction now. It only took them 5 years to get on the same level as Soul Calibur. You know what? It's gonna be funnier. I know this from experience, because of Soul Calibur 6 patch notes. I'm going to save this until I've read through the patch notes, because it's gonna be funnier not knowing what their intention is. So, during Rage Art, hold down for 1+2. Hitbox when intercepting has been expanded to reduce instances of whiffing. Okay, who cares? The Punch Sabaki. Behavior of the opponent upon successful parry has been adjusted and instances of whiffing in certain situations has been alleviated. I wonder what the behavior means. Oh, so I can't remember if it was this one or the kick. I think it was the punch parry. What would happen is after the parry, the opponent would actually be off axis. So I'm assuming that the behavior change would mean that they're on axis after the punch parry, which is good. Down forward 1-2. Phenomenon. I see. Okay. Ugh. Where's the Lydia nerfs? Bad patch. You gotta go back to Tekken 7 for that one. While running 1+2. Reduce the knockback distance when the attack is blocked. Okay. Changes have been made to trigger a tornado upon counter hit. I think that makes sense. There's a follow-up here, so let me read this before I continue. Damage reduced from 42 to 36. Tornado is now triggered upon counter hit. The opponent's behavior... Wait, no, sorry. Tornado is now triggered upon hit or counter hit. Let me continue reading. The opponent's behavior on block has been adjusted. Opponent's recovery time has been increased by 5 frames from +6 to +11. Also, when the opponent is near a wall, they will now be susceptible to wall splat. That's crazy. So that means if the opponent blocks us at the wall, then they have to eat 1+2 a down 1+2 mix up. That's really good. I'll read this one too because it's the same install. Up 1+2, consumption amount of heat was inconsistent between 2 inputs, so the consumption has been standardized to be the lower consumption amount. Okay. Yeah, that's a huge change, and it's exactly what she needed. It's a really good change. I think that a lot of people may not understand why this was needed, but the problem was with Asuka. Asuka was the only character in the game where she actively got worse when she entered heat. And the reason why is because her gusto moves cost heat. And she doesn't get a choice on whether she uses the gusto or the non-gusto moves. So if she ever did running 1+2 while in heat, she was forced to use the gusto version, and she was forced to spend like half of her heat just to be able to do the funny plus on block high, to be able to have some sort of aggression. And the problem is that the gusto version of running 1+2 wasn't substantially better than the normal version. And what that meant was that you would rather have the non-enhanced version of running 1+2 in most situations because you don't want to spend the heat. But because you have to spend the heat, it means that you just never want to use running 1+2 because it costs too much heat. It doesn't do anything special to justify the heat cost, and you'd rather fish for like a heat dash or a combo or whatever, right? You'd rather do something like forward 1+2 into heat dash to try fishing out for that combo off of the armor move than throwing out running 1+2 to get 42 damage if it hits. You know, it wasn't worth the cost. So now, by buffing the gusto version of running 1+2, not only does it buff her install state, which makes it more important to go into the install state now that was hard in the first place, but it also means that while she's in heat, there's an actual reason to use this move, especially in situations where the opponent's back is to the wall, whereas before you would just not use any of your gusto moves at all. Or at least I don't think, as a non-Asuka player, that you would want to use your gusto moves while you were in heat, which is the exact opposite of what it should have been. And it also makes this move very scary, and it means that Asuka can be more aggressive and take more risks while she's in heat, because if an Asuka's running at you, you're going to have to be worried about the running 1+2, especially because of the wall splat. So this is overall a really smart change. I think it addresses the problem extremely well, and it alleviates a lot of the issues that Asuka had when it comes to like not being able to utilize her gimmicks or her unique traits, especially while she was in heat. So the overall really good change. Now there are still some issues that Asuka has with, like, why did my tears change? There are still some issues that Asuka has with, like, just being able to utilize some aspects of her moveset. Why did the music stop? Yes, I'm still here for you. But still, it is a really good change. This is probably the biggest issue that Asuka had in terms of just what makes her unenjoyable to play, in my opinion. So, good stuff. I didn't say this, but the Lydia announcement means DLC leaks were fake. Thank God. Leaks for season 1 were so horrible. Thank God they were false. I didn't look at them, so I don't know what they are. Problem with Asuka is she's not able to do what she is in Tekken 8, defensive character. Yeah, no, that is exactly the problem. Just because, and I like the idea they give her with the Sabakis and the low parry and those things, but in practice they don't actually work because they can't parry elbows and knees and heads and all of this, the normal stuff. And there's so much of that in this game that they are unreliable, so you can't use them. So that's what I mean with she's still not able to utilize her unique traits, which is her supposed to be a defensive character and supposed to have a unique defensive playstyle that really caters to a player knowing matchups really well and how to interrupt strings with the Sabakis and stuff. But you just can't do that in practice because there's so much that just goes through parries. So that's still stuff that needs to be fixed. You are not seeing any Asuka players using her Sabakis, even though they're supposed to be a core part of her toolkit. So that stuff needs to be fixed, but it's still a good change. All right, during destabilizer 1 and 4, or 2 and 4. So for 2, frame advantage on block has been changed from -9 to -3. That's a huge change. And this is one big thing that kind of caters to what I was saying before, where this will allow her to actually be able to use her parries and Sabakis more if someone's being obvious with what they're going to do, because at -30 you can actually use that. Reduce knockback distance when the attack is blocked, now deals chip damage on block. Okay, sure. I think that's fair, considering it's coming from a grab which he has to do a high anyway that can be ducked and then punished. I think that doing chip damage off the 2 is absolutely fair. And then for the 4, change advantage on block from -18 to -14, which is a great change. Yeah, great change. I think these changes for Asuka are great. Yeah. There's nothing else to say. Adjustments were made to improve usability of new elements in Tekken 8, namely Gusto and Stabilizer, to expand a variety of offensive options. Yeah, I think those are great changes. There's still more that needs to be done with Asuka. Not necessarily in the balance department, but just to make her fun to play and unique to play. But yeah, good changes. All right, Azucena. I wish Tekken 8 becomes less aggressive. I don't think it can become a lot more aggressive, at least. So there's that. All right. During rage, forward movement when intercepting. Okay, who cares? 1-1. To make it easier to evade with sidesteps, the hitbox of the first attack has been reduced. The frame advantage on block for the second attack has been changed from -9 to -10. Thank God. Can I be honest with you? I always, when I block this move, try punishing it, because it just looks and feels like a move that should be -10. I don't know why it wasn't -10 before, but thank God. This is from the opponent on hero block. The second hit has been reduced. Okay, so that just makes it easier to punish, I guess. 2-1. The hitbox of the first attack has been reduced to make it easier to evade through sidesteps. Okay. Recovery frame with the second attack has been increased by 4 frames. Frame advantage on block has been changed from -3 to -7. Frame advantage on hit has been changed from +7 to +3. I don't think in practice this is actually going to matter too much because she has forward 1 +2, but sure. On block, it's definitely a big change. On hit, I don't think it matters too much, but it being -7 on block actually is a pretty good change, because then that means jabs will go through her armor. They should give Lee's up 3 a hitbox and 30 damage. I'm okay. I don't think Lee needs to be buffed that much. Down forward 1-4-1. Input window for the second hit has been reduced, preventing delays in execution. Damage from second hit has been decreased to 13. Hitbox of the second attack has been reduced to make it easy to evade through sidesteps. That's a good change. Duration of the attack and the hitbox of the third attack have been adjusted to make it less likely to hit opponents behind you. Okay, so they basically just made it so that you can sidestep it and she has to commit to the string. Okay, sure. Down back 3. Change damage from 12 to 14. Okay, sure. Let's just buff one of her best lows, if not her best low. Out of stance. Down back 4. Change damage from 17 to 13. I don't even know what this move is. Back 1-1. The tracking ability of the second hit has been enhanced on the hit or block of the first attack. The adjustment aims to mitigate instances of the attack whiffing partway through. Okay, who cares? Forward 4. Combo damage scaling after a hit has been adjusted to 70%. Sure. I don't remember how much damage she got off of this before, but sure. It'll mean that she does like 10 less damage in the full combo off of this. Fine. Running 3-2. Damage of the second attack has been changed from 27 to 20. Frame advantage on block has been changed from +5 to +2. Okay, that's actually a crazy nerf. But she still has other running moves that she can use instead of running 3-2. I think it's either forward 2 or running 3. Not forward 3-2. It's if forward 3+4, running 3+4. I don't remember what the input is, but she has another move that's like plus on block and puts her in stance. But I think it's, well, no, it's definitely slower than running 3-2. But she has other moves, right? And this still does chip damage. This is going to be something that's more used at the wall now, I think, to apply wall pressure. But you have to think about this move a little bit more. The main change here is that you can't loop this into itself. Or at least you can be obvious about it, or you'll get jabbed out of it and die. So that's a good change. But I don't think it's actually going to have that much of an effect on how Azucena is balance-wise. And then approach opponent, down 1+2. Expand the hurt box for the opponent's counterattack to be more likely. Okay, who cares? Yeah, so like this seems like a lot on paper, but Azucena has a lot of moves that are really strong that just aren't used a lot right now because she has other things that are just better, but she still has a lot of things that are absurd. Is it something I said that when I played Azucena as a joke is even if they nerf the tools that are particularly overbearing with her right now, she's still going to be a top 10 character because she has other things that are also just about as strong that will make up for things getting nerfed. And on top of that, I don't think that these changes are actually that detrimental to the character. Even if we ignore that aspect, like 1-1 being -10 is like, it's fine, but you can still play Azucena without using 1-1 as a poke, right? And then the change to running 3-2 is a big nerf, but again, she has other tools. So I think it's kind of a minor nerf, all things considered, but the changes are good. It hits part of the problem of like her being not fun to play against, which is what's important. Azucena main? Absolutely not. Okay, let's read this. So based on the overall direction of the adjustments were made to suppress the outstanding performance of certain moves. Additionally, since relying solely on low risk pokes was overly effective, the performance of such moves has been toned down while increasing the performance of moves related to special stances. But you buffed the... But you buffed her best low. What? Okay. To make it easy to fight with Azucena's distinctive playstyle, further improvements to the performance of moves related to special actions are planned for the next update. Okay, sure. All right, Brian. So this is the one that most upset in the Discord, so I've already seen this. Patch moment. So I'll just quickly go through this because I've already read this, but Heat Smash. So this does more damage and is plus 15 now. So basically, Brian's Heat Smash works like every other Heat Smash in the game. Bullshit with Rage. 3+2 behavior adjustment. Down 3-2. Fix the bug. Down back 1+2. Distance. Something with combos. Hatchet kick. Hitbox has been expanded. Soccer kick. Hitbox expanded. Okay, so here are the two things that really matter. So Snake Eyes 3+4, 2 hold. It now goes through armor, which is good. It's pretty good. But if you armor through the 3+2, then you're still going to armor through it. So, and it's still going to force Brian to leave Snake Eyes. So, like, it's a buff for sure. It's really good, but it's not, I don't think it's that substantial. Maybe in practice I'll be wrong because I'm not too familiar with this move, but yeah. I'm sorry, YouTube. I didn't know. I'm sure they don't mind. And then, yeah, Snake Eyes forward 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. So this move has been repurposed. So third hit can be delayed. Consumption has been reduced. Frame advantage for the third and fourth hit has been changed from punishable to almost 0. Change on hit for the third hit is now +9. Frame advantage on the fourth hit is now +11. So this is something that we'd have to see, like, actually in the game, what the change is and how substantial it is. Brian players can probably get an idea of this, but what I'm assuming here is that if you do 4, 2, 1, 2, then it's kind of like you can stagger the string so that if you do this move, it's not necessarily plus, but you can make it so that it's safe if you want to do nothing. But it also has so little frame advantage that the opponent is scared to attack into it on block. So you don't have to commit to the full string. And you essentially use your Snake Eyes to do this big hitting mid that will, like, what's the word? That will do a lot of damage if it hits, but if it gets blocked, then you can stop yourself from getting punished with it. And remember that after the third hit, the Snake Eyes state is gone, right? So you still have to use Snake Eyes in order to be able to use the string. It's not like you can loop this into itself. So I don't know. I'd have to see how this actually is in the game to decide if this is really, really good or not. But yeah, it seems like it's good. I don't think it's a substantial buff to Brian, though. I think overall it's a minor buff. I don't think it's quite neutral. It's not like nothing happened. It's a minor buff, but it's not like, it's not huge. My lead just trims the game battle. That's good. Claudio, 10-hit string. An issue where Starburst state was mistakenly removed when executed and he has been fixed. That is so funny. All right. Heat Smash. Forward movement has been reduced and reach has been shortened. Thank God. Tracking ability against side steps has been reduced. Thank God. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. I mean, that is a nerf, right? You know, I'm gonna put Devil Jin in neutral because it depends on the extent of the change. The forward movement being reduced and the tracking ability against sidesteps being reduced could mean a lot of things. It could be significant in that Devil Jin essentially reaches out like this when he does his Heat Smash, or it could mean that the range has been reduced by like 1 wahoo, you know? It's... And then tracking ability could also mean that it still tracks to his strong side. So I'm going to put it in neutral for now. And it's also only his Heat Smash, right? It's a small part of his overall move list, all things considered. So it's a big change, presumably, but it's not necessarily character changing, you know? All right, Dragonov 4. The damage of the first hit has been changed from 15 to 10. Okay. 4-3-1 plus 2. Opponent's recovery time when blocking has been increased by 3 frames. Advantage on block has been changed from -6 to -3. This update includes significant downward adjustments to the performance of multiple low attacks, considering this change has been made to facilitate offense using mid and high attacks. What is Dragonov's 4-3-1 plus 2? I'm not even gonna bother launching the game. I don't think that was a sentence that I just said there. Oh my god. Hold on. Oh, this is the heat engager where he like steps forward and then does the double hand overhand. Okay. Yeah, that being -3 doesn't make any fucking sense at all. Can I just say that? Making 4-3-1 plus 2 -3 makes no goddamn sense. But okay. Where are we? Down forward 1. Phenomenon. Great. Down 4-3 plus 4. Change damage. Great. Down 4. Reaction when hitting an opponent face down position was different from intent behavior. Great. Down back 3 plus 4. The forward movement has been reduced, resulting in shorter reach. Increased distance between Dragonov and the opponent upon ground and downed hits. Okay. Add 4 frames of recovery time, changing the frame advantage on hit from +7 to +3. That's crazy. Alter Dragonov's behavior when blocking to ensure any character can punish with an aerial combo starter. That's crazy. That's insane. Yeah, this move makes sense now. That's really all I have to say about it. This move just, like, functions the way it feels like it should. Yeah, good change. Back 4-2-1. What the fuck? What is this move? Hold on, I'm pulling up the tapes here. Oh, I just skipped it. Here we go. What is this move? Oh, it's that. Oh, yeah, okay. The classic. Downward hitbox size of the first attack was reduced, making it less likely to connect with the opponent in a down stage. Adjustments have been made to reduce the occurrence of the third hit whiffing after second it connects. Scaling has been applied to combo damage when third hits a counter hit. Okay. I think that makes sense. This move did do a lot on counter hit. You got depending, you got like an 80 damage combo off of this, right? It was something crazy. Good. Back to 1 core circle forward 2. Adjusted collision detection. Great. Running 2. Frame advantage on block has been changed from +6 to +4. Okay. Damage of the just frame input has been changed from 30 to 26. Damage of standard version has been changed from 25 to 22. There's a discrepancy in the damage notation for stamp pull combos. This will be corrected in future updates. Sure. Is Dragonov's armor move a heat engager? I can't remember. It's not. Okay. So, I think the main change here, what's really important, is that running 2... Dragonov can't do an armor move after running 2. But the thing is that he still has moves that are... He has really fast counter hit tools. Like, it's 4-4, right? Is the one that on counter hit puts you in a crouching state and gives him the crouch grab heat engager. So you're still not going to want to attack into running 2 all the time. But there are more situations where you can, I guess. I don't think it's actually that much of a change. And then slight damage reduction. I don't think it matters that much. Then again, +6 to +4 does mean that, like, he can get hop kicked if he presses a button. Yeah, maybe it is. It's like, it's on the cusp of being significant, I think. What do you hate? The game being $70 and G2A, the keys are like 40. Yeah, they were 40 on CD keys as well. The full game was $50 for pre-order on Green Man Gaming. Guess where I bought the game? I bought the deluxe edition of the game for $70. Anyway, during opponent wall stun, damage was changed. Actual damage will be decreased by 2 to 3. Sure. While crouching, down forward 1-4. Recovery time on the first hit has been increased by 2 frames. No change to frame advantage on block. Second hit no longer knocks down when the first hit is a counter hit. That's actually huge. That means he doesn't get the crouch dash 4 follow-up anymore off of it. On counter hit, which is great. Actually, it's only the second hit that no longer knocks down when it's a counter hit. Did the first hit knock down on counter hit? I feel like it did. Maybe it didn't. I don't remember. But either way, that's good. And then I don't know what the... Hold on. Waivu.wiki. Dragunov. Move list. From crouch down forward. Just the recovery time on the first hit. So from crouch down forward 1 was -2 on hit. So it's -4 on hit now. Which means that you have to... I'm guessing the intention is that you have to commit to the full string more. Which I think is good. Because it's very frustrating to when you block just from crouch down forward 1, but you have to wait for the 4, because then on counter hit, the 4 will knock you down and give that follow-up. And you know, the other thing is too, that also means that it's safer to go for the punish after blocking just the from crouch down forward 1. But if it's -4 now, there are going to be more instances where they just do the full string anyway. Because it's so minus on hit, that's not worth the risk. But then if you have a Dragunov that's not doing that, then you could just launch them if they do the one thing and then try to continue offense. It's interesting. I mean, it's definitely a nerf. It's a substantial nerf to the move. I don't know if it's enough, though. I still don't think the move is fun to deal with. Mr. Harada, that's right. That's him right there. Shoot him. I shoot without looking. Oh, that's so funny. Dragunov got hit with the fucking Negan bat. I don't think it's that bad. During takedown 1, opponent's recovery time has been reduced by 4 frames. Adjustment was made considering the cases where unintended follow-up attacks were possible. Yeah, I experienced that one time. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I mean, he did have counter hit combo damage reduction. This on counter doesn't do anything more, which means it makes the whole string bad. Running 2 is worse now. But his heat engager got buffed. Yeah, okay, yeah. Dragunov right now is the biggest loser. Right now, Asuka is the biggest winner and Dragunov is the biggest loser. If we want just an update on what we got right now for buffs and nerfs, that's where we're at right now. Now I can play Dragunov guilt-free. I see this as a win. No, there's still guilt in there. But, like, Dragunov is still top 10. Easily. Maybe even top. We'll see how the rest of the patch notes are, but considering how they're adjusting characters, Dragunov is probably still top 5. He's just a little bit less ridiculous. Just wait till you read June. I'm waiting. I haven't read these myself. Me neither. I haven't done a patch notes reading stream in years. If they know if Jocko ordered pizza to Harada's house. Alright. On to Eddie. Okay, I'm just getting this one. Down forward 1. Attack duration's been shortened from 13 to 14 frames to 13. Sure. Tracking ability against sidesteps has been reduced. Okay, good. During Bananaria 1. So this is the handstand one. Frame advantage on block has been changed from +5 to +6. No! That means you have to, like, dig jab about of it now, I think. That's actually a huge buff. That's a huge buff. Negative of 4-3. Instances where the second hit whiffs when performed at the wall have been alleviated. Again, that's actually a pretty huge buff. Negativa back. Span the hurt box, sure. While Mandinga level 2, level up, tracking ability. Yeah, so Eddie got buffed. I actually want to launch the game here. Just briefly to show you why this is a big buff. Since not a lot of people can lab this character. Or know why this is significant. I saw a stream someone made an Eddie bot, and all it did was mash 3. Dude, you should see my Lydia reaction video. I had that stream up while Harada and Michael Murray were talking like it was Subway Surfers. It was so funny. That bot became Red Rings for 3 games before getting demoted, and people want to say Red Rings is average. Okay. So I'm going to get Yoshi here, and I'm going to get here. Let me. Why did it? Hello? Thank you. That just wasn't working. People say Red Rings is average on Red Ranks. True. Actually, I'll just keep display capture. I'm fucking. Okay. Whoa. Oh my god. What? Hello? Okay. Right. So, let's do I gotta remember what the fastest one is here. Yeah, it's 4. Okay, so let's do that as a string, right? So right now, with how this is, if I block this, You see how I can flash this? Hold on. You see how that trades with Dick Jab? See that? This will no longer work. Which means if you hit any button now against Eddie, like you can't even sidestep this, right? So this mid is minus 13, but because this is going from +5 to +6, that move, it means that you literally can't do anything. Like if I'm Yoshi, I can flash, right? And this is why I play Yoshi, because I don't like dealing with this shit. I can spin as well. But if you are playing literally any other character, you can't do anything here anymore. Because Dick Jab trades with his fastest move. So that is, that's a huge buff. Right? It means that that is just a true frame trap now. Whereas before you could Dick Jab to kind of option select the stance. After the 1. Yeah. Yeah, so huge buff. Huge buff. So I'm actually going to say that because that changes the dynamic of both handstand and sit so much that he's actually like that's a substantial buff. It's not as big as Oscar, but same tier as Oscar. Did the game update since you last launched it? Because if so, the game compile shares for every stage the first time it loads it. No, that just happens. That's just something that happens with this game unless I go into a menu. It'll just do that. I don't know why. Was Aqua? I haven't seen him in a while. He was here last stream at 2 a.m. Does the game still matchmake just by tech and prowess? It seems that way, yeah. I haven't played, though. Oh, shit, actually, no, because that was a server-side update. That wasn't a game update. Never mind. I was like, wait a second. Did the game update? No, it didn't. Okay. So, all right, before we move on to Fong, I'm going to go use the restroom real quick. That's it. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Oh, I'm back. I got 2 packages. Matchmaking change made ranks basically pointless. Yeah, it was it made matchmaking better for me. Good on my end, Smile. but they tweeted and said the matchmaking change was unintended and that's a bug. Did it? Or, not did it, but did they? Because I thought they said that they changed it to alleviate the problems where people were having a hard time finding games and then actually didn't change it at all. I got a plushie. You got mail. Dude, I've been waiting like... Aha! Oh, I'm gonna have to fix the damn skirt. Oh, there we go. I fixed it. Haha! I've been waiting so many months for this. Oh my god. I don't even remember when I ordered this. I'm trying to find a place to put it. The hair's so floofy. I'm just gonna put it on my desk. No, that's covering the chat. Damn it. I don't have any way I can put... Okay, it's going there for now. Oh my god, this has a number on it. What number was this? Oh my god, it was November. I ordered this in November. Alright, it only tells you online what number it is. Something also fell on the floor out of this, and I don't know where it went. Whatever. Okay, anyway, let's move on to Fong now. My god, so cute. I know, right? This is my third VTuber plushie now. I got this one. I got this one. And I got this one. I have too many. Help me. Ugh. I have a collection. Okay. Moving on. Fong. During heat, 3+4. The issue where the opponent, upon blocking the attack and crouching, would inadvertently get hit with back-facing opponent 1 has been rectified. Even if the kick does not make contact with the opponent, shockwaves that shake the ground occur. However, the attack hitbox of the shockwave has been reduced. Good! Recovery frames inflicted upon the opponent getting hit by the shockwaves has been reduced by 3 frames. Good. This was the single best move in the game, in my opinion. And there's still more reasons for that. The problem, one of the problems with this is that there's still no counterplay to it. Like, you can't jump over the shockwave, for example. A lot of the times, like in Soul Calibur, moves like this, the actual shockwave will be a low that you can block, but in this game it's unblockable. And then the unfalling, it has such a active hitbox that you can't jab him out of it. Most of the time you'll trade, it's inconsistent at best. And those are still issues, but reducing the range at least is a good change. But when he's in your face, you still can't do anything about this move. Even if you have a read on it, you still can't do anything. So there's still issues, but it's something at least. Nekawak plushie where? If I knew where a Nekawak plushie was, I'd probably buy it. It was actually brain that you just do the move and you get rewarded. There's virtually never a bad time to do it. Yeah, the only problem with it is that you're using heat, but who cares when you have a back turn heat engage that turns into a heat dash? You just throw this move out, you do the mid, and you do heat dash after, and that becomes a launcher or a plus on block. Or you do the low, which is a launcher, do the combo, and then do it again. With Seth VTuber plushie, give it like 5 years. 1+2 input window for punch parry has been changed from 2 to 9 frames to 5 to 9 frames. Okay, that's a good change. Forward 2, down forward 3 plus 4. Hitbox is expanded downwards. Okay. Back 1 plus 2. Collision detecting. Okay. Up forward 3. Damage changed. Okay. Forward 3. Damage changed. Okay. While rising 1 plus 2. Punch parry window's been changed. Okay. From crouch. Down forward. 4-1. Inputting up. When inputting up to the second hit, the recovery frames inflicted on the opponent upon block for the first hit has been increased by 4 frames. This change ensures that if the opponent attempts a counterattack after blocking the first hit, they won't be hit by the second hit. Amazing. The damage has been adjusted from 10-15 to 13-10. Adjustment aims to give tactical benefits to using the move in ways other than just inputting both attacks. What Fong player was not just using the first hit, going in the back turn, and then doing the back turn mix-up? Excuse me? Are they unaware of how this move functions? Okay, so we had a bunch of behavior adjustments. The heat 1 plus 2 or 3 plus 4 got nerfed, but it doesn't actually address the problem that 3 plus 4 poses. And same thing with while crouching down forward 4-1. It does address some of the problem, but it doesn't address the full problem of the move. So overall, I'm actually going to say that Fong's neutral in terms of changes. I don't think he really got changed at all. Which from Fong, yeah, he really didn't get touched. Like, the things that he did get touched on didn't address the actual problem. Let me actually read what they were intending to do here. Adjustment has been made to suppress the performance of certain standout moves. The weakening of the shockwave component of during heat 3 plus 4 makes it less effective to launch powerful attacks from long distances while in the heat state. Which isn't really true, because he still gets the mix up anyway. You know, like, you're still aiming to use this move at a position where you can use the low and the mid as a mid-low launcher mix-up. So when it was at long range, because you lost the clean hit, you weren't able to do that anyway. So it doesn't really change the effectiveness of this move at all. Regarding while crouching down forward 4-1, the high reward on a hit combined with the ability to significantly reduce the risk on block by alternating between single and double strikes also led to suppression of both risk and return. Also, considering that overall combo damage was high, the damage of moves frequently used in aerial combos has been reduced. Yeah, and the damage that they reduced it by was 2 moves that do 2 to 4 less damage, which in combos means that, well, I guess this is the hop kick, and so but it's a 2 to 4 damage difference. It's not significant. So overall, I'm going to say that Fong wasn't changed. Yeah. It's all okay as long as June gets kneecap. Everyone's talking about June right now. We're almost there. I think June might be my most hated character to play. I never see June, honestly, so I don't have much of an opinion. Behavior adjustment. Okay, great. Huarong didn't change. Cool, moving on. Jack 8. Rayjot change. Seems generic. Back 2 and back 2 hold. Hitbox is being extended downwards. Okay, great. While rising 4, hitbox is being expanded, leaving instances of whiffing in certain moves. Okay, yeah, even I noticed that, and I'm not a Jack player, so that's good. Gamma Howl. When transitioning to Gamma Howl stance, the remaining time on the heat timer now recovers by 30 frames. Holy shit. When successfully intercepting the opponent's attack with 3 plus 4 in Gamma Howl, the remaining time on the heat timer now recovers by 90. In addition, it restores 10 to recoverable health gauge. When intercepting the subsequent attacks, only 5 is restored. Oh my god, it just is Terror Charge. It's the dirty bubble. Oh my god. I was gonna say transitioning the Gamma Howl with 30 is it's good, but it's not that good considering how much heat Jack takes to use his heat moves. But then doing the Dirty Bubble and recovering 90 and recovering recoverable health, now that's a crazy change. Frame advantage on block of Gamma Howl 1 is now -9. Jesus Christ. Gamma Howl 2 and during Gamma Charge and Gamma Howl 2, hitbox has been expanded. Okay, who cares? Gamma Howl 3+4. In Tekken 8, if the opponent's attack is successfully intercepted with a Power Crush, the following counterattack cannot be blocked with attack reversals except for techniques with complete evasion effects. However, Gamma Howl 3+4 did not have this property, so it's been corrected. That's so weird. But okay. During Gamma Howl Charge and Gamma Howl 1 and 2, fix an issue. That's a pretty significant buff. Tracking mid is now safe on block. Yeah. Like, that's the thing that really gets me. I gotta put Jack 7 in the, or Jack 8 in the big buff category. That change to Gamma Howl is huge. Being able to increase your heat gauge when Jack has one of the strongest heat states in the game, on top of the homing mid just being safe always now, that's insane. That's a really big buff. Depending on how other characters are, that might be enough to bump Jack in the top 10. Well, then again, actually, okay, probably not because of the change to launching throws. It took me a while to get there, but that's still a pretty big buff. I don't know jack shit about... Come on, you could have said I don't know jack shit about Jack. Come on, it was so close. Anyway, Moose has to send a pizza to Rada's house now. Jin! Expand the hurt box on 1-2-1 and Zashin up 1. Okay, great. Who cares? Where's Jin? There's Jin. Okay. All right, we've made it. I fucking hate YouTube. All right, we've made it. We're there. We're on June. Everyone's been like, oh, June. Oh, June. June nerfs. June. Moves using Kazuma's power. We have revised the health consumption rate, adjusting so that some of the consumed health no longer remains as recoverable health. Wow. Okay. Additionally, when entering the heat state, we've adjusted so that there is decreased health consumption only. Removing situations was absolutely no disadvantage to using Kazuma's power. However, the use of Kazuma's power will not result in self-KO. Okay, so this is irrelevant. And I can tell you that for a fact because I play Tira in Soul Calibur 6, which has this exact same mechanic. This is not going to matter at all. That's it. It's just not going to matter. Heat Smash. Tracking ability, the second hit has been adjusted to prevent from tracking opponents who sidestep the first hit. Good. Amount of health recovered on block has been reduced. Good. Instances where the move failed to hit consecutively when done from far away has been alleviated. Good. Okay. Good change. Rage Art. Okay, it seems like the genetic changes. During heat forward 1+2, consumption of remaining heat was changed from -1 -180 to -120. What is this move? I thought this move was the one where she pushes the hands together. Hold on, June. Oh God, move list. Oh no, that's just 1 plus 2. Oh, god damn it, I accidentally hit the skip button. This isn't listed in her move list. All right, hold on. I'm pulling up Tekken 8 because I don't know what this is. Ubisoft makes better fighting games. What are you talking about? Sorry, did JWD take over your account? Oh, For Honor is the best fighting game I've ever played. Okay. So, yeah, it is this. No, this is it. Okay. Yeah, so it has like the GI effect. So that just okay. That's what I thought it was, but I just wanted to be sure. Anyway, moving on. 4, 2 plus 3. Oh, so this is the Sabaki. Same change as Asuka. All right. Down forward 1, 2. Hitbox expand downwards. Okay, great. Down forward 2. Expand hitbox. Great. Up forward 4, 3. Tracking of the follow-up attack automatically triggered has been enhanced. Okay, great. Izumo 3. Collision detection for this attack has been expanded downwards. Great. Genjutsu. For Genjutsu, the throw reversal property was not triggering properly for specifically an ID move. Okay. During Genjutsu 1, amount of health consumption has been reduced. The issue where transition to a throw occurred on airborne hit has been corrected. Okay. So, I'm going to say that... Yeah, this is irrelevant, right? Yeah, her changes are irrelevant. Oops. That one was my fault. It really doesn't matter. So here's the thing. This change, this already exists in Soul Calibur. This idea already exists with Tira and Soul Calibur 6, and it's never something you pay attention to. It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. All it does is effectively make the health pool for the character a little bit smaller, and that's going to be the same with June, but it's irrelevant. So this doesn't matter. Heat Smash, being able to sidestep it, like, yeah, it's a good change, but that just means that you can't throw it out in a brain dead way, but it's still going to function more or less the same as long as you're not mashing the button for no reason. And then everything else was a buff. Yeah, actually, I'm going to say June got buffed. I don't know if that's controversial, but I actually think June got buffed. Slightly. Tell me For Honor isn't a good fighting game. It's not bad, but it's not for me. It's too RPS-y. Okay, what was the reasoning here? Based on the overall direction of version 1.04, adjustments have been made to suppress the outstanding performance of certain techniques. Additionally, techniques that utilize Cosm's power allowing recovery of all expended health to recoverable heat gauge, and there was no health consumption at all in heat state, which did not appropriately balance strength with drawbacks. Therefore, some of the health consumption has been changed to be non-recoverable. Okay, it doesn't matter. Now that said, just like with Devil Jin, the amount of actual health that you lose could end up being significant, right? But it's probably going to be the same thing if we're making a Tekken comparison, because a lot of you probably don't play Soul Calibur. It's like Yoshimitsu's back 3. Where, yeah, Yoshimitsu's back 3 does cost him actual health, but the amount of health that he loses is not significant enough for you to actually pay attention to it outside of instances where it will kill you. It's probably going to be the same for June here. Hi, Tom Barry. I don't think it can pass as a fighting game. I think it can, but that's also a matter of opinion. Don't know if you got this, but Dragunov back 4 doesn't hit grounded anymore. I don't even know what Dragunov's back 4 looks like, but good! Alright, Kazuya. Down forward 3, 2, 1. Hitbox adjusted, great. Fixed an issue, great. Hitbox has been expanded downwards, great. Tracking capability of second hit has been enhanced when landing the first hit, great. Okay, so Kazuya didn't change. Next! Your stream is buffering a lot for me. I don't know why. It's fine on my end, Smile. I have no idea. Everything on my end looks fine. King Heat Smash was reduced by 4 damage. Wow, that really... That makes a difference. Oh, wow. Down 1+2. Relax the input window of 1+2 to make it easy to execute. Wow. Down back 1+2, 1. Fixed an issue. Back 3. Adjustment has been made to address instances where the intended functionality of Power Crush was not properly executed when blocking certain attacks at specific timings. Wow. Alleviating an issue with Jaguar Sprint 2. Great. Recovery amount remaining heat time was lower than intended when inputted quickly, so it was adjusted. It depends. That's probably not actually going to be a significant change. Ability to perform low parry has been adjusted. Okay, so King didn't change. Next! It's clear now. That's good. It's probably just an issue on Twitch's end. Kuma and Panda. Damn it, Seth, I can't read what you're showing. It cuts it off. I apologize. I was probably like up here, wasn't I? My bad. I forgot. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter. It's King. It doesn't matter. Nothing got changed. Literally nothing changed with King. I'll keep that in mind, though. Thank you. I apologize. Yeah, because it's like up here, and I was like down here, like, oh, this changed, this changed, this changed. Yeah, I'm okay. Oops. Okay. Kuma during rage. Attack animation has been altered. Great. Panda Heat Smash. Damage has been changed. Total damage is now 50 from 44. Okay, great. Panda Heat Gimmick. Move can now be executed from barrel. Damage has been changed. As a result, total damage is from 21 to 40. That's really good. Consumption during heat is now minus 240 instead of minus 300. That's really good. Yeah, that's a huge buff. There's nothing else to say. All of the issues that really came with Panda's unique heat move changed. And I think that this is objectively just better than Kuma's. So Kuma has a great heat smash because it's a 13 frame punish, which means he can use it to punish most lows. But Panda now just has the better heat smash. Straight up. And it's a pretty significant heat smash as well. Both because of the damage and the mix-up you get after and the heat consumption. During hunting, forward 1+2. Technique has been changed to a recoverable gauge extinguisher, which has the ability to erase the opponent's recovery gauge on hit. Wait, what? Does that mean recoverable health? Buff bears? What the fuck? Where's Kuma? Yes? See, because recoverable gauge tells me heat gauge, not health. but I need to see what this move is. Hold on. Why isn't my shortcut working? Hotkey. Thank you. Harada. Okay. This is the grab. That's actually insane. I don't know what the combo is. That's insane. Back here. The reason why it's insane... Actually, I'm going back to Tekken. The reason it's insane is because bears have the most chip damage in the game. Look at this chip damage. What is it? This? Look at that chip damage. When I do these charge attacks. That's a lot. So the fact that I can do all of that chip damage now with Kuma and just erase it. I honestly think that that changes the entire way that you play bears. What are some other moves here that you can hold? Yeah, here. Boom, right? Big mid. Mid. High, of course. Yeah, that's crazy. That's like, that might be the biggest buff that I've seen in the patch notes so far. Because it just changes the fundamental way that you play the character. That's insane. How can you not know the combos for bears? How can you not know the combos for Bruce? Like, what do you mean? I don't play the character. During hunting back 1+2, the distance on counter has been unified to match the distance during a normal hit. Okay. Sit 1 is now 15 damage instead of 10. Sit 2, collision has been adjusted. Bear roll during heat. Collision has been adjusted to alleviate issues. Distance from opponent on block has been reduced. Oh, so, okay, great. So they just get the face down, head towards thing for free. Okay, Bears in heat can do half your health and chip. They can do half your health and chip outside of heat. Kazuya and he can do half your health if there's a wall. I don't think that matters. Yeah, I'm going to say that that's some of the most substantial buffs of this entire patch. That's insane. That's really crazy. That's kind of unbelievable. They can't deplete your recoverable health. Yeah, so let me back it up a little bit. This is the reason why I say that Shaheen is a top 5 character. Because having the ability with any character to be able to deplete your recoverable health on a whim is crazy strong in this game. Very, very underappreciated and underutilized mechanic that only a couple of characters have. Shaheen, Nina, and maybe one other that I'm forgetting. Dragunov. Dragunov does. I think that's it. But it's a very underutilized, or underappreciated, I should say, mechanic that not a lot of people take into consideration. And of those 3 characters, Shaheen has the ability to use it the most consistently and in the strongest way. Now, Bears being able to have that, and on top of that, them being designed around the idea of chip damage, means that the only character that utilizes chip damage as a strength that is able to deplete your gray health. It's such an insane change that I think Bears went from being bottom tier to top tier. If not, like, if not top 10. Probably not top 10. It depends on the rest of the changes, but like on the cusp, I think. It's really crazy. Of course, Dragazin, what didn't they give him? A safe high armor move and armored heat engager, but that's it. Bro, Shaheen does it from a grab. You can just break it. No, that's Nina. No, that's motherfucker. You're going to make me fucking. You're going to make me show my work? Seriously? What are you, my high school math teacher? Back forward 2. Why did I turn display capture off? Hold on. Back forward 2. Is it forward back 2? Sorry, forward back 2. That's not a grab. What do you mean Shaheen does it from a grab? This shit's -3 on block. -4, sorry. What are you talking about? I really thought the armored heat was universal. Yeah, you would think so, but no, it's not. Yoshi doesn't have it. Elisa doesn't have it. Dragunov doesn't have it. Quite a few characters don't have it. Okay, Lars. Heat Smash. Does 5 more damage. Sure. Dynamic entry 1+2. Adjustment. Silent entry 2. Expand her. Okay, so Lars didn't change. Great. Great. So the silent entry 3 is still, or dynamic and whatever one it is. Whatever. Moving on. Sorry, I meant Nina. Yeah. There's the option select. I see how it is. Okay. Lee. Rage Art. Tracking ability of this move is slightly weaker compared to other Rage Arts, making it easy to evade with sidesteps as intended. Okay, fine. Back 4-3 adjusted to hit continuously even when hitting from behind. Okay, that seems like a good change. While Rising 4 combo damage scaling after it counted has been adjusted to 70%. What? What do you mean combo damage scaling on Lee's Wild Rising 4? Hold on. What are they talking about? Huh? What combo? Am I not able to read? While Rising 4. The combo damage scaling after a count hit has been adjusted to 70%. They don't play their own fucking game. During Rage, down 4-1. Okay, so... Wait. So... I can't read. This is law. Every other character has had this gray bar. Okay, this isn't my fault. Every other character has had this gray bar to separate characters. Law and Lee don't. Okay, so... Law's Wild Rising 4 on counter hit now. If he does counter hit into DSS, now it does less damage. That makes so much more sense. I'm gonna go make lunch. Fuck this fucking... anyway. Hi. I'm back. I've returned. Okay, so Law, I mean, Law losing combo scaling on While Rising 4 counter hit is a nerf. We're just gonna say Law got nerfed. Okay, Leap. During rage, down forward 1+2. Forward movement has been upon successfully absorbing. Okay, who cares? Forward 30. Hits from behind. Okay, great. Difficulty and okay, great. So Lee didn't change. Good. Moving on. Makes it easier. Your plushie you catch his mouse and delete System 32 folder in File Explorer real quick. No. No, the plushie cannot do that. Saying 4 on log gives insane damage. I know. That's why he's nerfed. Plushie didn't like my plans. I didn't like your plans. Leo. Expand our hurt box. Adjusted collision detection. Great. Okay. Leo didn't get changed. Leroy. All right. What do we think of Leroy here? There's so many. I'm going to have to remember to scroll down. There's so much that's been changed. I don't even know where the scroll bar is right now, so that's good enough. Okay, during sidestep 1+2. Chain punch C during nimble shift 1+2 can now be performed from standard sidesteps. Okay, sure. Heat smash, more damage. I'm out of water. Rage change. Fast multi-hit attacks such as chain punches. Change to recover remaining heat time by 60 frames on hit. How much did they recover before? Because I know that they recovered heat before. What did they? Because this 1+2, 1+2, 1 cost heat, right? So they make it so that when these hit, they give heat, and when they don't hit, they lose. I gotta go into Tekken. Yeah, I gotta go into OBS. Why? Oh, my bind's not working. Okay, great. The Leroy nerf meme is dead, unfortunately. Finally repented for his Tekken 7 sins. Not enough. Yeah, that is what it is. So this costs heat, but now if the chain punches hit, he'll gain the heat back when they hit. That's actually pretty interesting. Yeah, see, because that costs heat as well. So I'm guessing it'll be net even. That's a really interesting change. All right, I'm down with that. That's actually pretty cool. You still don't forgive Leroy for his Tekken 7 sins? No, because it's not a problem with Leroy, it's a problem with Bandai Namco making the character pay to win. I'm not going to blame the character for that. I blame Harada for that. I'll never forgive the Japanese. 1-1-1+2. The opponent's recovery time on block has been increased by 4 frames. Okay. I don't know what the frame data is on this. Hold on. I'm not gonna switch scenes because it's busted. I'm just gonna look real quick. Yeah, because it's a high. So it's safe now. It went from -13 to -9. Which I think is fine because the follow-up is a high. I missed this, though, 1+2. Adjusted to ensure that the remaining heat time does not reach 0 while performing the attack. This change aims to prevent... I was just about to say something about that, but... So... This change aims to prevent situations where the heat state ends while executing the attack and player was unable to transition to heat dash. But the other thing that does, too, is... It comes back to this change in that if you have a low amount of heat and you throw this out as a poke, then if this hits, then you won't deplete your heat gauge completely before you can recover the heat. So you recover the heat first, and then you'll lose the heat. See what I'm saying? So that's cool. Changes a bit of the dynamic, which I like. I like that they're leaning a little bit more into Leroy's aggression elements, which he needs because his defense mechanics and ideas are good. It's just the problem is that he relies on them too much, and parrying and defense in this game is too inconsistent for it to be good enough to carry a character, so that he needs to have something to make up for that. And I think this is an interesting and good way to do that. Are you looking forward to Lydia? I may not have been like shouting when she was revealed, but that was only because I already knew. But yes, when Lydia comes out, I am going to probably play her about as much as I'm playing Yoshi right now. Seth, you already dropped a nuclear bomb on Japan. Forgive them for once. No, because my family didn't live in America during World War II. They lived in Poland. They buffed Asuka's offense too. Yeah, and it was really good changes to Asuka as well. The changes that improve on a lot of the problems, but also make sense. They're not brain dead aggression changes. They're the changes that fit into the unique aspects of the character. I'm a fan of pretty much all of the changes in this patch so far. Whoever looks so awkward yelling for Lydia and Eva while everyone is dead silent. Yeah, and I would have said the same thing for Wang Jinrei and Pecto-san as well, while everyone else was silent if they got revealed, okay? So, I don't give a shit. I really don't. Here's the thing. The less people that play Lydia, the better it is for me, because that means less people know the matchup. Less people make content on Lydia, which means I get more of the views. It's a win-win-win for me if less people play Lydia and less people care about Lydia. So, where were we? 4 to 3, 1 plus 2. Opponent's recovery time in black has been increased by 4 frames. Second hit cannot be avoided. So it seems like a universal change to chain punches, where they're making it, I guess, -13 to -9. I didn't know this one was as well, but considering these are all highs again, it makes sense. Second, it cannot be avoided by crouching when the first hit lands. Oh, when it lands. Okay, sure. Down 4, 1, 1 plus 2. Recovery time reduced by 4. Yeah, so this is just a universal change. Twin Dragon Gate. So the parry. Also moves that transition to Twin Dragon Gate upon successful parry. So like the Hermit 1 plus 2. I think it's 1 plus 2. Upon successful parry, the opponent's attack's recoverable gauge now replenishes by 3. Oh! Interesting. So his recoverable health he gets back for doing successful parries now 2. And on perfect, it replenishes by 5. See, that's cool, right? But again, the problem with defensive stuff is even though Leroy's designed really well around that, you don't get rewarded enough for it in this game because of when you consider how inconsistent and unreliable it is. So giving a little bit more of a buff to increase health when you do a successful parry is a really cool change. And it means that you have to consider these options more as well, which is really good. After Twin Dragon Gate succeeds, damage for final attack has been increased by 5. Post behavior on hit has been altered to induce wall stun. Wow! That's a huge buff. That's a crazy buff. After superior Twin Dragon Gates, I'm guessing that's the just frame one. Damage for final attack. Behavior of opponent has been altered for follow-up attack to allow for follow-up attacks. Really? Wait, that's insane. It's also kind of weird. Oh, Superior Dragon Gate might be when you do like a strong move, like a level 3 move. We're talking Soul Calibur terms. And then it does that zoom with the animation, and then he does the follow-up. Maybe that's what the Superior means. I don't know. Either way, that's huge. It's also kind of weird, though, because before what you could do after that is you could actually crouch cancel the parry animation and then do a full launcher. And now they're just like, nah, you can just do the parry and then a follow-up. Okay. Sure. Back 3. Damage has been changed from 20 to 27. Frame advantage on block is now +9. Behavior of the opponent on hit has been changed to match the behavior on counter hit. What is the behavior of this move on counter hit? I do not know. Oh, well, it would help if Eddie wasn't blocking. Jesus Christ. So that's just what this move does on normal hit now, huh? Fucking hell. That's insane. Why? That's like the best move in the game now. That's how plus is this again? I'm sorry. Can we just back up 2 minutes? This is +9 on block. That's disgusting. Down forward 1 + 2 2. Tracking capability after successful parry has been enhanced. Okay. Hermit 1 + 2. Make sure I'm scrolling down here so you can read this. I'm trying my best here. Forward movement has been, it's been years since I've done this. Forward movement of the first hit has been adjusted. Opponent's behavior on block has been adjusted, and the recovery frames on block have been increased by 7 frames. Increase opponent's recovery by 8 frames on hit. Holy shit. Wait, that's insane. God. OBS. So you can just do the one here like that. What is the change here again? Oh my God. Frames on block have been increased by 7 and then on hit by 8. So it's +5 on hit now and minus, what was it? -9 there before. So it's -2 on block with the follow-up extension. That's insane. And then Kane, tracking ability upon contact has been improved. Wow. Okay, so Leroy has been bumped up to the biggest winner of this patch right now. Jesus Christ. That's another one like Bears where this is going to change how he plays. And it's also going to change how you have to play against him. That's ridiculous. Did you see Leroy's new move? Leroy has a new move? No, I haven't. I haven't even heard about it. Biggest loses Dragunov? Yeah. So far, Dragunov, here, I'll give you an update right now on how the balance is going. This is the current balancing right now. Dragunov is the only character with substantial nerfs. You're traveling back in time to drop the Hiroshima bomb with Jinpachi on Japan. What? Biggest winner in my heart is Jack. I mean, yeah, because you're a Jack main, so you're biased. Biggest winner is going to be Yoshimitsu for me if Yoshimitsu doesn't get touched. Lily. Heat Smash. Issue was fixed. Great. While Rising, expanded hurt box. Great. It's near the top of his patch notes. Oh, the sidestep 1 + 2 just being the same as the nimble shift 1 + 2. I don't really count that as a new move. It's just that he can use the move in a different situation, but I wouldn't really count that as a new move. I also don't know the implication of that, so I choose to ignore it. Tracking ability of second hit has been adjusted. Oh, great. So Paul can't now hit that second hit from back turn. Good. And then, yeah, tracking capability has been fixed. Okay, great. Raven, Heat Smash, Hurt Box. Raven, bunch of moves that end in highs. Tracking capability, second hit has been enhanced. Oh, no, not highs, but like, I don't know. They're just a bunch of moves. While Rising 4, hitbox has been enlarged to mitigate instances of whiffing. Great. Okay, Raven didn't change. Next! Reyna, Heat Smash, Rage, genetic change. Fixed an issue. Okay, Reyna didn't get changed. Next! Steve! Steve-oo! It's been a while since I've done one of these. So now is Leroy better than Asuka? Is Asuka better? I'd say Leroy is better than Asuka. Probably. Yeah, probably. Because Leroy has better designed defensive mechanics than Asuka does, and Asuka only got a buff to one specific like instance of a move in her install state, whereas Leroy has had a buff across his entire move list. So I'd say Leroy's better than Asuka right now. I will say, though, that based on the changes with Asuka and Leroy and Bears, that there's no like low tier characters. I think you have like mid-tier characters and high-tier characters, and a lot of the mid-tier characters are so similar to one another that's really hard to separate them into low-tier characters. I think everyone's pretty even in strength right now in that regard. There's still standout characters at the top end, but not necessarily at the low end. I wanted to cry for Steve in this patch. All right, let's do it. Heat Smash, damage change. Rage Eye, genetic change. 1+2. Distance from the opponent was reduced when the first hit was blocked in order to alleviate whiffing midway through. Okay, sure. Steve player right now is going, yeah, that's the best change I've ever seen in my life. All right, these moves. Recovery time inflicted on the opponent on hit has been increased by 1 frame. This change was made considering that opponent's power crush made it easy to defend against pressure from Lionheart. There you go. Yoshimitsu can still flash though, so get fucked, Steve players. I still don't have to play against your character. Up forward 2. Forward movement has been increased to extend the reach of the attack. While rising 1-1, phenomenon where the opponent can unnaturally quickly crouch to evade the subsequent high attack after blocking the first hit has been corrected. Okay, it's a genetic change. Fixed an issue. Stop during the 7th hit was adjusted to match the animation. That's funny. Lionheart. The untimed ability to transition the peekaboo or ducking in through specific inputs has been corrected. And then Lionheart 1+2. Stop of the attack is now 2 frames faster. Behavior of the opponent has been modified to enable for potential area combos. Okay. My god, they removed the ability to make Lionheart stay Bamco. Why did you hate Steve? It wasn't intended, dude. I'm going to say this is a slight buff to Steve. I don't think this is anything huge. I'm also ignorant of the character, so it could be more significant than I believe. But yeah, it seems like it's fine. It seems like it fixed one of the major problems with the character, but doesn't address any of the other proper issues, so. And also Yoshimitsu is still like an insane counterpick to Steve. So, because you can just flash. Or any character that has a parry, really. Like, sure, you... Oh my fucking god, YouTube! Excuse me. Yeah, any character with a parry is just, like... You just parry it, you know? He punches. You playing Oscar, you do forward 2+3 and you just Sabaki it. It's like, it doesn't matter. You play Fungi +1/+2 and you Sabaki it. Doesn't matter. There's still problems. Is 14 frame option now with frame traps power crushes? I mean, yeah, like, it's a huge change across half of the roster, but you can still just Sabaki it. Or flash it, or parry it, or whatever. So, there's still a lot of characters that can counter it, and therefore there are a lot of characters that are really strong counter picks to Steve, which means that he's still not going to be able to do well in tournament. So, I don't think it really matters. You can power curse Steve every time you see Lionheart. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing, too, is that, like, if you see him manually transition to Lionheart, you can still just hit him out of it. When is Kazi getting a parry? He only has a punch parry. It's enough. Shaheen! Fix an issue. Forward, back, 2. The angle at which throws can be executed has been expanded, allowing throws to connect not only from directly in front, but slightly off axis. Okay. Adjustment was made in collision detection. All right, Steve hasn't changed. Next! We're almost done. Xiao Yu! Oh, wait, that's it. So there's no changes for Victor or Nina. At all. All right. Slide them in there real quick. I thought Steve Lionheart was fucked. I don't think it's that good. Like, it's good, but I don't think it's that good. Okay, Xiao Yu. During heat, forward 2-1-2. This is the break attack. It now does 20 damage. Position of the attack hitbox has been adjusted to prevent attacks from hitting opponents from behind during Inukami. Good. Opponent state when blocking has been changed from crouching to standing. It's still not enough, but it's a good start. Being standing and not crouching is a good start, but it doesn't address the actual problem of the move, right? Back turn heat smash. Unintended setting of jumping stats after the attack has been corrected. Forward 3. Forward movement before the attack and the hitbox size have been increased primarily to stabilize behavior. Okay, who cares? Up back 4 is now 20 instead of 26. I think this is the move where she backflips and then goes into AOP, so combo damage on that starter is just less. While rising 2, recovery time reduced by 1 frame. Don't even know what that means. Back turn opponent 1-2. Tracking ability has been changed. Hypnosis 2. Consumption of heat time is now 240. Hypnosis 3. Hitbox has been extended, making it easy to land even when hitting high attacks. Recovery time increased by 1 frame. So this is minus 13 now instead of minus 12, right? Okay. I actually need to look at this because it depends. I realized that my face was getting cut off. The significance of this change is gonna depend on if this became minus 13 or minus 14. I get it confused with Lily's. Please forgive me. Okay, it's minus 13. So that's not that significant of a change, right? I mean, it is, but it's not that significant. It's not like it could get launched. And then special style, who cares? Okay, so slight nerf for Xiao Yu, but I don't think it's anything substantial. What they're trying to do with the change to the heat move doesn't actually address the problem with the heat move. Slight change to the combo damage off of up back 4, which I don't think matters that much in the long run. The increased amount of heat that you use off of Hypnosis 2 is good. But I think in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't mean that much. I might be wrong though because I'm not sure how you play it, but it's still a nerf. It's just not a significant nerf, I think. And it's the same with the Hypnosis 3. It's a nerf, but it's not a significant nerf, I think. This is because if you sidestep and do the just frame version of forward back 2, you can loop it forever, basically making a death combo. Oh, that's really funny. I've never seen that before. That's really funny. And they still haven't fixed his backdash bug too, right? That's hilarious. Oh, this game. Okay, Yoshimitsu. This is the one that matters. 1-1. I'm scared. It got buffed. Collision detection and hitbox have been adjusted to alleviate situations where the attack may whiff. We're safe. We are so safe. They don't know. They don't know about the forward 1+2 follow-up. We can't be stopped. Down forward 1+4. So this is the one where it goes woo and then goes into Kinsho. The timing at which those two triggers the jump stats was inconsistent. Okay, great. Back 2-2. Hitbox has been adjusted to expand to alleviate situations where the attack may whiff in certain. Stop stopping my music! Oh, it didn't stop my music. So I'm just gonna boot up Tekken 8 here. I'm just gonna show you. I want to explain this. I'm just going to show you. This was the most frustrating thing with Yoshimitsu. If you hit a back to an opponent, check this out. Watch it not work on Eddie because Eddie's stupid. Or watch it work on Eddie, I should say. Yeah, okay. So Eddie is okay, great. So let's switch Kazuya. Why is this working now? Okay, I don't know why this is working now, but there were a lot of times where you would do back 2-2 or back 2-1 after sidestepping an opponent's move, and the second hit would just whiff and then you would die. That's what I'm trying to get at here. They fixed that. That's good. I don't know why I can't reproduce it anymore. Yoshimitsu breaks the game rules. Please delete him and put that motherfucker in Dragon Ball Fighters or something. No. No. Running 3 and from crouch down forward 1. Hitbox around the main body has been expanded to alleviate issues of whiffing at close range. Sword sweep buff. Sword sweep sweep. There are times where sword sweep will just whiff when it goes through the opponent's shins. That's fantastic. We are winning so hard. While rising 1-2, down back 2. In specific situations, the issue where the third hit was landed is a consecutive hit after the second has been corrected. Who cares? During no sword stance. No sword stance. Certain behavior that resulted in Muto no Kurami instead of Bato Kakugo when performing certain inputs has been corrected. That's very funny. I've never seen that before. Mighty Dragonfly 3. In specific situations where the anticipated tactics would not work as intended, the move stat has been changed to trigger as a jump until landing. We're the biggest winners of this patch. Yoshi players are... Yoshi is top 0. Yoshi is SSS tier. Yoshi is insane. What did we do to deserve this? What did we do to deserve this treatment? Heat state visual effect. No! They fixed that! Oh, fine. I guess something had to happen. That was bad for us. Yeah, Yoshi got buffed. Not a substantial buff, but the change to the sword sweep and Dragonfly 4 is pretty huge, especially Dragonfly 4. What happened? Dragonfly 4 is now treated as a jump until it finishes, which means that Yoshimitsu won't get hit by like a low when he's using it to crush a low, which happens more often than you would think, which is great. Back 2-2, the second hit now won't whiff on a back turn opponent after sidestepping a move, so you can actually use it as a reliable punish. And Sword Sweeper and Running 3 now won't whiff when you're right in front of the opponent. And also the guaranteed follow-up of forward 1+2 while you're in here and you hit 1-1 or down forward 31 hasn't been changed. So he still has the best 10 frame and 11 frame punish. Oh yeah, because 2-1 also didn't get changed. So he does still have the best 11 frame punish in the game. Bar none. Not even close. Akuma breaks the rules of the game. This is terrible. He needs to go. Yoshimitsu breaks the game. I love you, Harada. Yeah, because I played the character. Alright, and finally, Zafina. We've reached the end. Alright. Zafina Rayjot. Who cares? In Scarecrow Heat Smash. Expanded Hurt Box. Who cares? 1-4. 10 frame punish. Did you read Kazuya? Yeah, I skimmed through Kazuya and nothing changed. 1-4. Behavior opponent on here has been modified and the frame advantage has been changed from +2 to... Huh? Facilitate offense after landing attack. The distance from the opponent on hit has been reduced. The behavior of the opponent on block has been modified, decreasing the distance to the opponent when the attack is blocked. Okay, so Zafina just has one of the best 10 frame punches, if not the best 10 frame punch in the game. Okay! Kazuya got useless buffs, but they're buffs, so I'm happy, I guess. You only say the buffs because you're a Kazuya player. I say that they're irrelevant because I'm not a Kazuya player. Okay, so Zafina can just do this now. Like, what? Why? Why? Oh yeah, she can do this as well. Yeah, that's the other one. Oh, this is like, yeah, this is -7. But like, okay, so she just does this, and she gets this, which does chip damage, so good luck with that. Or she does that. And then that's a full launcher. How do you do this again? Maybe it's not full launch. What do you get guaranteed after this? I thought it was a full launch. Maybe it's not full launch, but you still get a lot of damage off of it. It's like, it's better than a house sweep. The buffs to Kazuya is 50-50. Because remember, Kazuya forward 3 is not as good for 50-50. Listen, that's semantics. I don't care about any of that. Okay, fine. I'll look back at it. Hold on. Let me switch back to this scene. What changed? Hitbox isn't adjusted. Fixed an issue. Hitbox has been extended downwards. Tracking capability. Yeah, I don't care about any of that. Sometimes, for some odd reason, while staying tuned, forward 2 will get crushed with weird other character moves, so consistency was shit, and now they fixed it. Yeah, I don't care about that consistency thing at all. I just don't care. Right. Moving on. So, yeah, that's one of the best 10 frame punches in the game. That's a huge buff. Forward 1+2. Even when hitting from the side, the connected move's now corrected to hit continuously. Okay, so that's the one where she goes, bah, and then Zazu's hand comes out and she goes, bah, again. 50-50 is more consistent. That's it. Yeah, I don't think that really matters. It changes to consistency when it should have been consistent anyway, and you were kind of doing the same thing anyway. I don't think it matters that much. Down 3. Opponent's behavior on hit has been changed, and the frame advantage has been changed from +2 to +5. Additionally, frame advantage when being upon hitting the opponent when transitioning the Manta stance is now +4 to +7. It's still reactable though. Just in the matchup smile. Running 3. Adjusted collision detection, okay. Running 1+2. This is now a homing attack. It keeps going. This is now 20 frames. Reduced recovery frames by 3. Modify opponent's behavior on block, increasing frame advantage to +8. Increased hurt box to alleviate counterattacks when whiffing. Altered Zafina state after the attack, fixing the issue where she was immune to lows. I don't think it actually really matters that much, to be honest with you. I like, it means that you can't step guard to option select this and the forward 4 now. Yeah, so I guess this is a pretty big change, huh? You scroll down so again you can actually see what I'm reading. Scarecrow 4, hitbox expanded downwards. Tarantula stance down forward 1. Better facilitate the characteristic style and Tekken 8 of applying pressure with the Pizzazzle's power. Following buffs have been implemented. If your this move has been changed to frame advantage, it's been changed from -7 to... Alright, well, that was the patch notes. Here is the final rankings for the changes for today. Dragunov is the only character that got significantly nerfed. Wait, this is a full song? Skip. Okay. Yeah, so these are over. So a lot of characters didn't really get any changes. Quite a few characters got significant buffs, and most of these characters are characters that needed the help. Kuma, Zafina, Asuka, and Leroy all needed the help, right? I said Kuma instead of Bears. Jack probably didn't, but hey, he got it anyway. And Eddie definitely didn't, but you know, DLC privilege. Other characters got, like, June got buffed for some reason. Yoshi got buffed for some reason. Brian, you could definitely make an argument for. Steve, most people would agree he needed a buff. And then characters got nerfed to characters that should have got nerfed. You know, Azucena, Law, Xiao Yu, Dragunov. So, for the most part, this was actually a great patch. This was a fantastic patch. Actually addressed the problems that needed to be addressed. They didn't buff Fong. You know, they didn't buff the characters that were, okay, well, they buffed June. But they didn't, like, buff the characters that were top 10 for the most part. At least they didn't intend to. We'll say that at least. They didn't intend to buff June, I think. And June could still be nerfed depending on the significance of her change. They did a good job with actually addressing the issues that characters have and trying to enhance their unique traits. And none of it feels too overbearing, and it comes with a patch that's coming up that's going to improve the game system a lot more. So overall, this was a great patch. This was like a 9 out of 10 patch. This was fantastic. And I'm glad that they did this patch without doing the thing they did in Tekken 7 where they did 1.5 on this patch and then another half in the next patch. This feels like a complete full change. It feels like that this is a proper balanced patch and not just something that's split into 2. So I'm happy with this. High praise. Yeah, it was great. It was genuinely a really good patch that set out to fix the problems the game has, address the issues characters have, and balance the characters in a smart way. Which is not what I was expecting, just to be honest with you, based on how this balancing for Tekken has been in the past. And so if I'm saying it's good with how much shit that I talk on this game, then you know it's good. And I think that overall, it makes me feel a lot better about the state of the game and the direction that they're trying to take the game. One of my biggest worries was based on the release of the game and them not really addressing anything and them not communicating with us, was that they weren't going to actually address the problems. Whether it was out of incompetence or whether it was out of them just wanting to make the game a spectator game instead of making the game actually function well, like a DNF duel kind of situation. But this patch has shown me that not only are they aware of the issues with the game, but they're fully willing to fix those issues and be, what's the word? Be honest about the fact that they understand that there are problems with the game and with characters, and that they haven't done everything perfectly, and that they're going to fix the game instead of just be, oh, let's balance the game because we want Jin to be top 5 for the 5th year in a row. So it gives me confidence that in the future updates they're going to make the game actually good. Like they're going to capitalize on the strengths, they're going to fix the problems, and the game is actually going to be in a good functioning state in a couple of months. Until this patch drop, we were basically playing arcade version of Tekken 8. And it's still going to require the next patch, right? But I think that by the time Evo comes around, the game will be in a good state. What, you mean 5th year in a row? The 12th year in a row? Okay, yeah, you know, you're not wrong. But yeah, this is good. This was a really good change. This was a really good patch. Ugh. God, man, patch note streams are, they're a killer. Yeah, so my plan after this next patch is, you know, I don't really have a plan. You know, actually, if the next patch is in June to change the system stuff, that might mean Lydia's coming out in June. Right? Am I crazy? June would be summer. Late June, early July. If the next patch is coming out in June, it would make sense for that to coincide with Lydia's release. Shouldn't get my hopes up. We were reading for 3 hours. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, it was a lot. It was a big patch. I'm also out of practice with this, so I'm I still need to get used to moving on. But there's a lot of characters and a lot of notes. This is coming out when Red Dead Redemption 3 drops. There's not a Red Dead Redemption 3. Yeah, there's no Red Dead Redemption 3. What are you talking about? Lydia's coming out in like 2 months. Ugh. Alright. So I'm of 2 minds right now. I kind of want to play a little bit, but at the same time, I've been here for 3 hours and I've been constantly talking, so my throat is kind of killing me. And I also have lunch that's been ready for the past like half an hour and I want to eat. So I'm thinking maybe I come back tomorrow. I was expecting this to be 2 hours and not 3, and it's kind of at that point where I think if I keep streaming, my throat's gonna be so fucked up that I'm not gonna be able to stream tomorrow because I'm gonna lose my voice. Make a joke for how long Rockstar needs to drop a new game because I never want to see Lydia in my menu screen. Oh yeah, Lydia's going to be the face of the menu. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, that's so good. I'm just winning. I can't stop winning. The game's getting balanced in the way that I've been wanting it to get balanced. Yoshimitsu is untouched. Lydia's back. I'm getting free publicity because of Lydia's trailer. Lydia's face is on the menu. Oh man. I got my damn plush. This is a great day. This is an amazing day for me. Lydia being back is awesome. I'm very happy. I'm also very happy. I think more than anything, I'm happy to be proven right. I'm not necessarily like happy about Lydia because I knew Lydia was going to be back from the start. I predicted Lydia being base roster when she wasn't base roster, and they said, oh, extension to the story mode. I went, oh, okay, well, I know exactly what's happening here. But I'm just more happy that I was proven right and that she was in season 1. Mods are trolling. They made a Jin menu mod. What the fuck for? Because I don't want to see Eddie. I'm sorry, but I don't want to see Jim Mishima all the time. Okay. I would rather your plush be on my menu. You watch Tekken 8 and you see this. What do? Dude, actually, that would be so good. I kind of want to see if I could do that now. I don't think you can because they use in-game models, but imagine if you could just make... if you could change the menu image to a PNG, I would absolutely do that. That would be so funny. FOMO means we're getting photos of the most inappropriate stuff about Lilia be the most popular photos because the community is that freaky. I'm going to show you something that's going to scare you then. Hold on. I'm going to do something that's probably going to terrify you and make you scream in horror. What? The Tekken 8 process is not... Oh god, I gotta relaunch this. Giga's main menu mode? Giga's in the main menu? I mean, I guess you could do that if you really wanted to change, like, Jack to Gigas, but why would you do that? Who cares about Gigas? Just like on Tag 2, you could put USB and you get all your MP3 files in the jukebox. They can do that for the main menu. But they're not going to because they're using the main menu to advertise DLC. This is so weird. Unreal Engine unlock, it can't... What the hell? Well, I was going to use Unreal Engine unlock it to unlock the camera and do photo mode now, but for some reason it's not seeing the Tekken 8 process, which is really weird. Huh. Okay, well, anyway, there goes my joke. Damn, I had a whole thing planned and everything, and it's just not working. Why is it not working? That's so strange. Me seeing Big Duo on my menu screen makes me want to pay $8 to play him. You know what? I'm gonna do something crazy. I could buy the fight pass right now. I no longer feel like, because of the free updates and stuff, I no longer feel a moral obligation to not buy the fight pass. Do I unlock the ball? I'm gonna finish it. It has 30 days left and I'm level 46. Is Lydia gonna be $8 too? Presumably. I don't see why she wouldn't be. How much does this cost again? Oh, right, I have to pay $10. Ugh. Whatever, it's not worth the effort. Literally not worth the effort. So I'm closing out stuff real quick. Oh, you know what it might be? I'm doing a lot right now for this bit. I've almost finished the battle pass. See, the thing is, I haven't even played the game pretty much at all in the past 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm almost done with it too. Liz for a show in Tekken 7, so make her $7, please. I don't think that's how it works. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Oh my god, it worked. Okay. I can finally do the joke. Holy shit, I fixed it. Alright, ready for this? Ready for... Wait, display captures more. Okay. It's connecting to the server. Why does the home button make me go to the Tekken Fight Pass? Oh, I didn't inject the DL out. Yeah, that would help. There you go. There you go. Look, we got photo mode. We got photo mode at home. Look, we already have photo mode. I don't know where I am. There we go. Look at that. See the light radiating off his chest? See? We got photo mode. Cheat engine? No, it's Universal Unreal Engine Unlocker. Zoom! Holy shit, it's Yoshi's ending! They literally use the same particle effect in the menu for Yoshi's ending. Look at the zoom. Look at that. Look at the beautiful eyes. Oh, Jesus. He's gone. He's dead. I killed him. Up the nostrils, maybe. There's a machete there. Anyway. His eyes are more realistic than my real life eyes. I already got photo mode. Look. I've had this since the beta. Anyway. Look, I can even hold on. I can even pose. Watch this. This is how I do my thumbnails, by the way. This is literally how I do all of my thumbnails. This is such a... I meant for her to do Feisty Rabbit. How do you... I don't even know how you do this. Oh, is it back 3? It is back 3. See, look. Look. This is how I do all my thumbnails. Oh my god, her hair is freaking out. Thank god I'm not a Lily player. Anyway, this shit's already exists. I don't know why they're advertising this. Oh, it's a free update. Oh my god, it's remarkable. You have photo mode. I guess it helps for people out on PlayStation. Tekken 7 at Ansel, I'm searching it up now. Yeah, but that was only for NVIDIA cards. You know, you can do this during raid shots too. See? See, now that's a thumbnail. Look at, see, that's a thumbnail right there. That's how you do a thumbnail. Look at this. That's a thumbnail image right there. If I was playing Lily, this would be my thumbnail. Yeah, there. Perfect. See? Look. That's a thumbnail right there. Ah, her face looks a little bit weird. See, that's the thumbnail image right there. Why is it looking this way? That's the thumbnail image. Boom. Easy. Why are her facial animations so weird, though? This is how I do thumbnail. I swear to God, this is what I do. Every time I make a video, I need to make a thumbnail. This is what I'll do for 30 minutes to an hour. Anyway. Kazuya Mishima is dead. My keybinds aren't working. There we go. Very cool. I mean, it is nice that everyone's going to be able to get access to that stuff. I mean, it hurts me because now my thumbnail game isn't unique. Yeah. now everyone will know how to do that. But whatever. I'd rather animate my own thumbnails. To be fair, I don't think a lot of people are gonna go through the effort. So it's fine. Rather animate my own thumbnails. That's too much effort. As I just say, I spend half an hour to an hour every time I make a thumbnail going into the game and making poses to use as the thumbnail. You want to see? Hold on. Where's my folder? Where's my screen? Look, I have 290 screenshots. Just, I want you to look at all of the failed poses I've done for screen. Look at this. These have all been images I've tried using for thumbnails that just haven't really worked. I'll take all of these screenshots and then I'll use one of these images. Oh my god, you can't even... Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Here it is. I'm so dumb. But look, these are all my screenshots. All of these images I will make to try making a thumbnail. And I'll use like one of these. Like for this video, I used this one. Of all of these, I ended up using this one for this video. Here's the one with the King Fujin promotion. Couldn't figure out what to do here, and then I thought, oh, what if King jumps? Nah, that didn't work. I couldn't quite get an angle where I could put text and everything in there. So I ended up using... Which one was it? It wasn't any of these, right? It was more... Yeah, it was more like this one. Look how many of these I took! I don't remember which one of these I used. This is the menu. Those were test images I used for the starting soon screen that ended up being this. I couldn't figure out how to pause the game when doing intros, so I just had to do this quickly. I just couldn't get it to work. This was for a clip, which I thought was really funny. This was for the video where you should press up and not back. I had to do this a couple of times because I just of how the thumbnail ended up working out with the positioning and stuff. I had to completely redo it. And I also had to turn off effects, which had its own problems because if you, like, as you can see here, the hair gets all fucked up when you turn off the particle effects. Raven video. That one was quick. This was Yoshi. This was the one I ended up using. I have more here as well when he does Rage Art. Which I'll probably use for something at some point. I really like this one. I think this is really cool. These are I'm probably gonna use one or two of these when I have the Tekken Guardian. This is a cool one too. See, this is a thumbnail image right here. This is a thumbnail image, but I don't know where to use it. I want to use this, but I have no idea how to use it. Hi, game. Tekken 8 still crap or less crap? Based on the patch notes, less crap. Yeah, a lot of these during his Rage Art so easy to use. But the problem is, he has so many good images you can use for his Rage Art. But, one, you can only use them once. Two, you don't want to have back-to-back thumbnails of Yoshi during his Rage Art because of the lighting, right? The lighting is so... The lighting and the setting and everything is so distinct that you can't use the same thing multiple times in a row because then it would be competitive. So it's like I have all of these cool images and I can use one. You won't see this coming. These were the thumbnails I was going to use for the Raven Fujin game. And then I never ended up uploading the video because I got sick of Tekken and just didn't have any motivation. And then that's it. Those are my thumbnails. So this is what I do. Whenever I make a video, this is what I do. I will spend half an hour. I mean, like, I can just go to, like, this Elisa one, for example. When was this image made? Properties. It was made at 5:50 a.m. When was this one made? The last one I did for the day. 6:05, so it was 15 minutes of just screenshots, and that doesn't include the sap and everything. A lot of the Tekken animations look bad if you try to screenshot it. Yes and no. It depends. It really depends. But anyway, that's a little insight into the behind the scenes of my thumbnails. Fingers crossed that the in-game tool at least makes it easier because I can. One thing I can tell you is that it's kind of a bitch to set up the Unreal Engine Unlocker tool. And to use it properly, you have to do a lot of fiddling to get things to work. if the in-game tool gives you the option to be able to like move the game along frame by frame and pause during like intros and outros and stuff and just has a little bit more flexibility, it's gonna be great. It'll save so much time. But yeah, well, I think that was my 3.5-hour talking stream. I'm going to end now so I can come back tomorrow. Because right now my throat's killing me and I need to rest it because otherwise I'm just gonna... I know from experience from doing these patch note streams, if I keep going, and even with how it is now, there's a chance that my throat might just be fucked tomorrow. So I'm going to stop now to try to alleviate that as much as possible so I can come back tomorrow and play Tekken tomorrow. And sell filters and shit so the in-game tool will be better. Yeah, and they showed that off in the trailer too. But I don't think, personally, I really care about that stuff. I don't think it's really going to help with the thumbnails having generic filters. Be the same thing as using generic filters in like Photoshop, as far as I'm concerned. But maybe I'm wrong. It'd be nice if I was wrong. But anyway, thank you for stopping by today, everyone. Like I said, good patch. That's the summary. Good patch. Lots of buffs, not so many nerfs. Really good changes. Really happy with the direction that they're going. It makes me feel confident that they're going to be putting the game in the right direction, and I don't feel like as cynical, I guess, about the game overall as a whole because they're clearly trying to fix it. So I can forgive a lot more about the game now. That doesn't mean that the game doesn't feel bad to play. It still does. There's still a lot of issues, but the fact that they're actively making an effort to fix those issues does a lot with me and my confidence in how the game is going to be in the next 6 months. So it makes it, I guess what I'm trying to say is it makes it easier for me to get over, at least for now. So that's the gist of it. That's the summary. So I'll be back tomorrow playing more Yoshi. Probably won't be playing ranked because I just haven't been playing Tekken at all the past month or so, and I just don't feel confident in my own ability to make the push. Even though I probably could, I just don't want to deal with the frustration. So I'll be back tomorrow. Thursday I won't be streaming. Friday I'll probably be streaming. Saturday I won't be streaming. Sunday I'll probably be streaming. So that's going to be the plan this week. And yeah, anyway, thank you for stopping by. Have a good night. I'm going to go get lunch now. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Well, tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Assuming my throat doesn't stop working and I can't talk anymore, then that would kind of suck.